Hello. Hello, 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 hello. I am so glad to see everyone. Hello. I was trying to wait for Queen to end her live because Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Tiffany Marie, girl, you need help. Oh no, it wasn't gonna be about that, Captain Avi, but Um, I've been listening to Queens about the dog handlers and everything. Here comes Pearl, it says your devices are not connected. Um, but Tiffany just bombarded here she goes. Okay. Hey love.
Hey, I just need to change my avatar for some reason. I've gone into the account. Then I'll be accused by Tiffany of luring children in with another image. Let me just correct that. Ye gods. That's it. I've just put my name up. I don't want to use a cartoon because
Oh
we only
God.
use cartoon images to lure children. I
Yeah.
My head is about to explode. This woman is absolutely crazy.
I was like, is Pearl watching? I hope Pearl's watching. Hold on, Pearl, real quick. Thank you, Oki, for the gifted membership. Thank you for my listen. Cluminati, these are mine. These are mine. You don't get to steal them. Look, she done stole my space buns, y'all. She done stole my space buns. Anyways, thank you, Oki, and thank you, Fragile. I appreciate that. Okay, let's go. Let's go, Pearl, because I was wondering. I was I was ready to click Queen's link if I needed to, but
Oh Lord, you wouldn't seriously it would not have helped. You're not dealing with a
no.
rational human being at all. Her
Mm-mm.
ability to twist what is actually said into something else is phenomenal. I mean, it really is a gift. I mean, I presume that it's the thing that attracted her to the drama sector of YouTube. But this, we're talking about, these are life altering accusations that she's making here. And can I just speak up actually for Pollyanna, who's one of our subs?
Absolutely.
Pollyanna was in Purple Phoenix's chat today, and Tiffany outright stated that she was a different person called Amy Dawn. Now, this is how dangerous what Tiffany does is. Amy Dawn is a registered sex offender, okay? She was kicked out of communities about 2 years ago when it was discovered that she had sexually abused a young man, a male child, young man. I'm using that term out of politeness. No, a child. She'd abused a child. And she's still on the registered sex offenders list right now. And
Mm.
Tiffany outright stated that Pollyanna was Amy Dawn. Pollyanna uses her own photograph as her avatar. She's from the UK. She's not that far from where I am. Amy Dawn is an American. Her criminal record has her photograph on, and she's a registered sex offender. Tiffany just threw that out as a fact. Now, some
Mm.
people are going to take that and remember it forever. And this is what she does. Nobody calls her to account.
It's insane.
It is insane.
It's like listening to her, she seemed so unhinged, even more so than she did on her own panel the other day. I think that was disrespectful as fuck to Queen. I think it was disrespectful to be Tim, and it was absolutely disrespectful to we. Um, she is just consistently out here putting out that basically we is a pedo, and it's so fucked up.
And several times since I made the video that you can actually see on the Jerks page, I made a video explaining what I said and what I didn't say. And
Yep,
Tiffany is still maintaining that I said children were harmed. No,
I
I
heard her.
said the
Hmm.
implication of what she said is that children were harmed. And she keeps nailing that because if she keeps repeating it, people will only remember the lie and won't remember
Hmm.
what was actually said. I urge you, please, if you're in this chat, that you go and just it's not even 10 minutes, it's a short video. Try to make it a little bit fun because this is a hellish thing to have to deal with. It's not that I'm making a joke about offences against children, of course I would never. I'm making a joke of Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
But please go and watch that so you get some idea of how she twists things. And I agree with Wee. I really do want her to go on
I do
Queen
too.
Bees with all her facts. I've got no problem with that. Bring it out, Tiffany. I want to see exactly what it is that you're trying to twist into something that it isn't. And I demand once again, you take every single receipt that you've got and you go to law enforcement right now.
Mm-hmm.
We were
She
the
said
people
she
who were
said that
telling
she
you
sent
10
it
months
though.
ago. We were telling you 10 months ago who owned that channel. We didn't have her details, otherwise, we would have given them to you. And you did nothing. And now, because your channel's dying, because your boyfriend's stuck on the veranda with an ankle monitor on, you're desperate. You see Queen Bee and Granny's Watching getting huge numbers, and you feel it all slipping out of your hand. And so, this is your new way of attracting attention. And it's a terrible way of attracting attention. I mean, your ableist slurs and the way that you insulted me, frankly, are what I expect of you. And they don't hurt me because that's the person that you are. I don't care whether you believe I'm in a wheelchair or not. I can look after myself fully. I specifically do weights with my arms to make sure that I'm strong enough to look after myself fully. Your attempts to degrade me will not work. But I am
Mm-mm.
concerned about the fact that you call me and several of my friends the sort of people that would entice children. I'm bothered about that.
Yeah. And she makes, you know what? I'm convinced because she was telling B Tim and Queen to go watch her lives. I'm convinced she makes these lives so long, full of word salad
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah, it's a psychological technique of
It
repeating the
is.
lie over and over again for many hours. Julie A is in your chat going on about, hang on, let me see that. Who was the lady in video that TM showed that was saying to children they can come and talk with them about anything? That was creepy, to be honest. It was
Chip.
creepy. That
Yeah.
was Chip. We said it was creepy. We don't disagree with Tiffany about that. If you went back and watched our lives, we state that
Mm-hmm.
Chip's behaviour is not only creepy, but I could recognise that as borderline grooming. But I was never a sub of Chip's. I never watched Chip's channel. I was never a member. I've never had a conversation with Chip. I don't know Chip in real life. I've never been in a Discord with Chip. But here I am being painted as part of this. I
It's not
was
okay.
defending two people who helped her build her main site, not the junior site, the main site, at the request of Nita's World. And I knew that these two ladies had been asked to help this person who was presented as having mental deficits to help her make this site. Okay. She then decided that she was going to try and do a child site. And at that point, they left. Now, I am not defending Chip in any way. I never would. I have said to people, because there's been this whole storyline that Chip is dead, and she transferred the account to this other person, MZ. And I
Mm-hmm.
have made this offer over and over and over again. If you give me the basics of Chip's identity, which MZ surely has, if she was in contact with her fully, I will find out for you in the UK whether she's alive or dead. I am willing to do that. I am willing to have the police at my door. I'm willing for you, Tiffany, to go and do all the legal things you possibly can. I would happily turn over every single piece of technology that I have. I'm not worried about it. But I can't fight the constant lie being repeated over and over and over again. I don't know what you expect me to do. I'm not going to lie down and take it.
Mm.
Would
But
you?
that's what she wants. She wants all of you to, and it's just disgusting. It. Genevieve said you can see why Stella and Griff look hella sus. To an extent, I can see why people would be questioning why Stella and Griffey were in there. But the thing is, anybody that is a part of a Discord knows that there are things that go on that other people in Discord can't see. You are not
Absolutely.
allowed in every single channel. If I wanted to create a private channel right now and only invite Queen Bella and Perfectly, I could do that. And you know what? No one else would be none the wiser.
I mean, part of the problem is that they were asked to do this thing as a favour. and they went and did it. And then you become, you know, when you're trying to do a job for somebody, doing intros and helping somebody set up a channel, you become relatively friendly with them, okay? And that has really backfired on them
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
Chip mentioned them as Auntie Griffey and Auntie Stella, and that's where all this comes from. It's terrifying
Yep.
to think, and now we've got Tiffany mentioning people's names, and that becomes a whole thing. I just ask you, anybody out there, what you expect us to do other than to say, if you believe any of this, go to the police. That's what we're saying. We've posted it on the Jerks Wall, and we've said, just go take all the stuff that you think you have and involve every legal route that you can. I've got no worries about it. I
Well,
know that I've done nothing. Hey, Pollyanna's in your chat now. Yeah, Pollyanna, I've just tried to explain your situation with Tiffany saying that you're Amy Dawn, who's a registered sex offender. I
this
mean,
is
how the hell do you
insane.
defend yourself against stuff like this?
Well, I was about to say that. How is Pearl supposed to do anything about that? They're across the pond. They're not even here. Like, how can this be stopped? And I understand Soup saying, I can't believe anybody would entertain her. Listen, I think Queen let her up there, but Queen was busy and she should not have let her. I do say,
I honestly don't have a problem with Queen letting her up because if it's
well,
going to get
she
to the
couldn't be
stage,
there to manage it in the moment. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Because Tiffany Marie was still going off at Ewok. So
yeah.
it just, I
But to
don't
be
know.
honest, however many people are on panel, that's what Tiffany would do.
Yeah,
I
I
want
agree.
Tiffany. I want Tiffany to go up there and present everything. Don't have a problem with it. But I will pick it apart if because I know that it's constructed. It's going to be a house of cards that you've built up from clips, and I will take it apart and I will reply to it.
Absolutely.
And I will do it on my channel because, of course, you're so chicken shit that I'm pre-blocked over your channel. You won't tag me in
Hmm.
anything. If I try and reply to anything, I'm deleted, I'm blocked. You really are running scared of me, Tiffany, which is really sad. I'm a little old lady in the middle of England on wheels. I'm not scary. But obviously,
Well,
obviously,
she
you
knows
don't
you'll
want to
be
talk
able to
to me.
debunk her. And that's another thing. She said she already sent this to law enforcement. Well, then shut the fuck up and let them do what they feel they need to do. I don't understand why she keeps why this narrative on YouTube, panel after panel after panel, live after live after live. I don't get it. And yeah, now she's throwing deets into it. It's
But
insane.
this is exactly what happens if you look at Earth's videos, and she talks about traitors is shown in one of those videos, and traitors says that the minute that she looked into this and debunked part of it, she was then accused of
Yeah,
being
that
a
seems to be what's going on.
pedophile.
And how do
But
you
see,
stop
this
that,
is a terror.
Pearl?
This is a terror technique that essentially says that if you stand up for somebody, you'll be dragged in. It's to frighten people so that they won't stand up for people. I mean,
Hmm.
Trevor Lee has been dragged into it now.
Yeah,
Deets. I
this is
mean,
insane.
chasing somehow is allegedly my mom. And if I say anything where chasing is, chasing should be rebuking me. Yeah, I've got
This
a lot
is
of respect for chasing, and I don't doubt that chasing could rebuke me thoroughly. But Jason's not responsible for anything that I say, Tiffany. What the earth's wrong with you?
oh, Genevieve, I didn't catch that. I heard her say it's been sent to LE, but Genevieve saying she's not. I don't give a fuck who's sending it. Just send it. You
If
know,
she's
like
the person who says that she's got proof, she's the person repeating all these allegations. She should be the person dealing with law enforcement right now. I demand that you do it, Tiffany. I'm
mhm.
not running scared of you. I demand that you take your receipts to the law. In fact, I believe that your father is associated with law enforcement, so you won't have to travel far.
And for somebody who wants the proof out there so badly, well, we were trying to get to that point the other night, and she
Hmm.
privated her video.
I do know somebody who's got
So,
that if you want it.
oh,
Um,
who's got it?
somebody that I know in the Discord, but I can hook you
Oh,
up,
okay.
girl.
Okay. Yeah. But I hope that Queen and her all figure it out.
Respectfully, hang on. Respectfully, Pearlie's faking being in a wheelchair and Ewok is a predator so sick. Do you
Mm.
know what, Coco? I wish you were right. If you want to believe that, believe it. I, I'm not going to argue with you.
I think that that is the best thing that they said today, that we said she would join on panel. Tiffany even was like, you know what, we don't need you there. I can go over this on my own. And we was like, hell no, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. So I hope that they do go on Queens and do all that and show all the proof. And we is able to stand up for herself. And I hope you go up there and stand up for yourself.
The hilarious thing is that if I turned the camera on and showed you my wheelchair and attempted to stand up, then that would be a sideshow of me faking it. There is no winning with people who don't want to believe.
Mm-mm.
I have never asked for any help, a penny, nothing. What is in it for me? And it's honestly anybody who
Children,
wants to
children,
pretend.
Pearl.
Yes.
Oh,
I
mm-mm. This is just cuckoo.
think Tiffany is intimidated by we. Yeah, I
I think
believe
so
she
too.
is.
And we being able to keep her stance like calm and
Yes.
collected the way she does, that bothers her soul. Thank you, No Madness, for the $10. No Madness says, thank you for doing this live. Jones and TM has always been an evil demon. Seek out her past on YouTube. Bitch is nuts. And then Stars, thank you for the 199. TM, you've lost the plot. Get help. Oh, she just went up on Queens. Deets, we was up on Queens as they were discussing the fake dog handlers. Speaking of that, all these dog handlers are fucked. Y'all need to stop entertaining them. But anyways, we was up there to discuss that, and at the like they were waiting on the dog handler lady to come back up there, and Tiffany Marie comments in the chat and says something about we being a pedo. So Pecan Pie timed her out. Um, and so then she emailed Queen about being timed out and then jumped on panel and went after we on
She was
Queen's panel.
desperate to get on panel. Well,
She
she was really
was.
angry that people were getting annoyed with her sort of deflecting everything and ruining the chat. But she was desperate to get up there. Can I just address perfectly imperfect?
Absolutely.
I agree with you, wheelchair or not, it doesn't matter. That's not material. The only reason it's being mentioned is there was a long diatribe in Tiffany's live, all based around me being a wheelchair user and my inability to look after myself physically, if you get my meaning, as far as cleanliness and toilet habits. It was just a load of ableist abuse. That's why I'm referring to it. But no, it doesn't. It's got no material point to this greater allegation. It was just a sideshow of cruelty. But that's part of the course with Tiffany. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad actually that I heard it here. I was saying to the girls earlier today, I was so glad that I heard those comments here with you all because it was funny. Because she'd said all those things about you and then she said all these things about me and we could laugh about it. If I'd have been on my own listening to that, I'm not sure that I would have found it quite so funny.
Trevor Lee said, I'm literally 22. Is she going to pull my elementary school report cards or something?
She's going to find evidence of you holding hands when you were 6 with another 6-year-old girl, and then the headline will be Trevor Lee goes after 6-year-old girl. Like he was 6 at
My
the time; they were
God.
just friends.
Oh, that's so crazy.
Do
Okay,
you
who's
doubt it though? Do you doubt that she would say that?
no, I don't doubt it at all. I think she's that cuckoo. Like, and it's so weird. It's almost like a pattern. Look at the time she takes off and then the time she comes back spewing this shit. It's
Well,
like a pattern. What's
she
going
said
on?
that she earns her money during the summer because she lives in a tourist area, and then sort of packs up for the winter. So that's why she's been quiet for a few months because obviously it's tourist time
Mm,
down there. But we were talking today about the fact that we've seen her do this with people Like she went after Nana for life or something, and she was trying to find her details, and sort of suggesting that she was somehow involved in the Summerwell situation. And then she went after Yennefer. She goes after people like this. And I said, you know what? We ought to have an open panel. Has Tiffany tried to destroy your character online? Come and join us. Open panel. Tell us your story.
Mm. Yeah, that is how she works dates. It's just insane. And she took that, she completely derailed Queen's live to basically insinuate we as a pedo. Wow.
Well, I mean, she out and out said that we were kiddie diddlers.
She
So
did, yeah.
why she is dancing around? I never said the word pedo. No, you said kiddie diddler. That's obviously so much more
It's semantics, girl.
acceptable. God Almighty,
Jesus Christ. It's semantics, though. You know what she's doing.
Trevor Lee, you are toast. As opposed to toasted, which is what Tiffany is on the regular.
Oh, say it ain't so. Oh, man. Off with
She
your
was
head.
Yeah, she was quite annoyed that we
She
pointed out that
was.
somebody has discovered that Benny has been going live on his Facebook account or
Mm-hmm.
a Facebook account.
And he's a detriment to society as well. What are we discussing? Tiffany Marie, girl. It is Bluebonnet. It absolutely is, and she gives zero fucks. She just keeps spreading it to anybody and everybody who will listen, and it's so fucked. It's so messed
The
up.
one thing that I'm really grateful about in all this is that my kids are mid-20s, or graduated, jobs. You know, I don't have to worry about the implications of the things she says as far as my motherhood is concerned. There's no danger to me because these are the sort of accusations, if you make about somebody with children in their home, you could actually end up with these children being forced. Can you imagine children being forcibly examined because allegations
Mm-mm.
have been made
Mm-mm.
against parents? That is actual, to me, child abuse. That somebody spreading
I agree.
rumours could end up with creating that situation. I'm thankful that I will never be in that situation. Mine are adults and gone. Well, I say that. Two of them are
Well,
upstairs. But, I don't have to worry about that. And I'm so glad that all the other ladies in this situation is the same. But then she just oversteps and tries to make it about grandchildren. I'm not currently blessed with grandchildren. But when Deets is a grandmother of the most adorable child. And when she says these things, it has real life implications.
mm-hmm. Yep. She don't care. She does not care at all.
I did hear, Trevor, that they doxed your mother in the chat. I'm so sorry.
Oh
People are so
no.
casual with this bullshit.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I'm sorry, Trevor. That's so messed up, man. Did you hear her ask we to change her avatar? Fuck you, bitch. Who are you?
I did hear it. Well, but you see, it's a no-win situation. If you keep it, she'll go on about it. If you change it, it's an admittance that you knew what you'd done. So
How
you might
dare
as well
you?
keep it because you can't win. And in fact, we would keep it anyway on principle. And that's Wee's avatar. It's always been Wee's avatar.
Hmm. Oh, yeah. Willow did respond last night. He made a community post. I forgot about that. Because she said she hopes, I think she said me, Deets, and Chasen, I think she said she hopes we don't have children living with us or something like that.
Yes, she did, and she actually wants some grandchildren. And I think perfectly imperfect in your chat is right on the money. And she says, my kid's donor ex called child services on him. They came and questioned my child. She still talks about it 8 years later. It traumatized her. And this is why we have always steadfastly said, do not weaponize CPS against creators,
Mm-hmm.
because you think that you're hurting the creator. You're not. You're devastating a child. Um,
Pearl, can you tell me if this is true? Look. Okay. You see it?
yes.
Okay. So Pearl's not saying that TM is working for the pedo ring, but this makes me believe because this same person that she's saying is accusing these ladies or
Yep.
confirming these ladies are in some kind of pedo ring, that same
Absolutely.
person blamed her
10
as
months
well.
ago, 10 months ago, he was on a show with her, and talking in agreement with her about the fact that all this had happened with Griffey and Stella. Previous to that, about 18 months ago, 2 years ago, he was out and out stating that Tiffany,
I
again,
see you
was
did.
involved in a child feathering. This man is obsessed. Um,
Yeah, but it makes, you know what though? It seems like to me, Pearl, that she was started being accused in this, right? I
mhm.
think he accused Benny as well. It seems like she teamed up with him so that he would stop putting that out on her, and she
Well,
has continued to put it out with him about you guys.
I don't know if that was her reasoning behind it, but he blamed her or accused her of things back in 22. He
Yes,
had
that's what I was just
attached her
saying. Yeah.
to the
Mm,
pedo ring. So that's the thing. Carl's a freaking psycho who's tried to attach anyone and everyone to something. And then when you actually you know, look into Carl, you find out that he's actually involved in some weird
Oh
stuff.
boy,
Uh-huh.
Carl's business Model Shots.
Mhm.
I actually sort of found their Twitter account, and I will never be able to erase those images from my mind. The fact that this guy holds himself up as some sort of moral arbiter. If I tell you that Model Shots was trying to get cam girls employed, it had an online sex shop. He had
mm,
images, and I've kept them, Carl. So don't you dare try and say that I'm lying. I kept the screenshots from your Twitter before you nailed it down and turned it private, including the pictures that you retweeted of interracial porn with a white school teacher and black teenage boys,
mm.
and the image of a woman with a rye whiskey bottle inserted into her body. But you're the moral arbiter of who does what. You're obsessed with sex abuse, and you need checking out.
And Tiffany's not falling very far behind, is she?
Right, and that's the thing, like, so he comes out accusing her and a bunch of other people, and then it was he did it again, just like Pearl said, a month or 2 before he goes into Benny's, and they have now made these new connections that with it started out with the jerks. Um, kinda. It started out with Stella and this Griffey person, and then that led him to believe the jerks were connected, and what threw in chasing, and then anybody else connected to chasing was well, it was basically just Tiffany's anger for chasing and saying, "See, you must be covering up for these people because 'cause you're okay
Mm-hmm.
laughing in their chats," just like you did the other like, j us laughing about going braless, nothing to do with the case, nothing to do with anything, made you connected. You see her people, if you don't understand the stuff that took place a year ago, watch her fucking spin that she is doing right now to Nonsense, because Nonsense had the audacity to laugh in this chat the other night when we were joking about freeing the Tatas. Tiffany Marie has now spun that into Nonsense's co-signing abuse of children in Summer's case, and that now means she is willing to do it in Sebastian's case. That is how warped this woman's mind is.
Yeah, this is what Nonsense said. I would rather be a fake fed than a damn babysitter.
Mhm.
TM said, don't be fooled by nonsense on the web. This here is all you need to know about her character and the type of person she is. Summer was absolutely affected by the interference in her case, and you're sitting with the very same group of people who did it to her. You should keep Sebastian's name out of your mouth from now on. Seeing
I
as how
was
you would
Sumner's.
be perfectly fine with fake feds being planted in this case. You stand for nothing. You've shown yourself.
The fake Fed, from my understanding of it, did absolutely nothing, pro or negative, towards Summer's case because it was all online bullshit. You are not going to solve Summer's case.
I
You
think
are
the
just a
worst,
sideshow.
and that's what she's trying to do, is like play online detective. She really thinks that this online conversation about a missing child's case is the actual case.
I
Sorry,
mean, don't get me
pumpkin,
wrong,
it
I
ain't.
am not
It's not.
defending
Oh,
whoever the fake Fed was. Get help.
no.
You're probably off interfering in another case right now. But the fact remains that the way it's been said that Dietz is, and now six up.
Now it's picked up, yeah.
Now it's six up who's the fake Fed. And
That's
also, the
insane.
other day, we all had Bob as our name on panel.
And that
And it
meant
was
you
a
were
joke
making fun
about
of, yeah.
the Waltons and the Whites of West Virginia. So, like, everybody was like Sue Ann Bob, Tangeray Bob. I was SpongeBob because, like, I didn't get the joke. And she tried to suggest that we were sending a message to Stacey Slay's husband. I had no idea Stacey Slay was married. I had no idea what his name was. Nothing. It's the reach. I don't know what mix she's smoking, but seriously, change up.
Change something. It's wild. It is wild watching this. But you want to know the kicker, Joneson?
Of
The kicker
course.
that I have learned throughout all of this is that I wasn't around. I wasn't in private conversations with any of these nefarious people that were involved in Summer's case. I wasn't emailing them or, screwing around with a fake Fed or talking to a neighbor who is either a witness or a suspect, depending on the day and the mood of Tiffany Marie. But like, I wasn't a part of that. I don't think Pearl was a part of that. I don't think the Jerks were
Nope,
a part of
never
that.
was.
I don't think Chasing was a part of that. You want to know who was a fucking part of that? Tiffany Marie.
Mm-hmm.
All up
Yep.
in it. All up in it.
I'm
Yet all
betting.
these people who were not involved in those things are somehow guilty of those things. Make it make sense.
You can't.
But meanwhile, she's up there defending a man who out of his own mouth twice, and I have the clips, said that while in Don's house, in fact, standing next to him in his kitchen, he wanted to pick up a knife and stab him in the throat. But we're all meant to sort of just disregard things that have actually been said and concentrate on things that Tiffany says happened. You have a very disconcerting way of choosing who you consider decent people and actual accusations and who you consider indecent people who deserve everything they get. You are not a moral arbiter at all, Tiffany. You're like the National Enquirer on legs. It's just the most extreme thing that you can say coming out of your mouth. It's just bizarre. I mean, I thought that Purple Phoenix spent a lot of time talking to the little puppets of us that she has in her head, but you've taken it to a whole new level. You've created whole worlds of things that happened that I didn't even know I was part of. It's amazing. I thought that I'd reached the extreme when a guy called Levitt insinuated that because we liked some guys dancing with a bull, that we supported him and his cartel drug dealing ways. I have had such an exciting life on YouTube as a fairly getting on with it in age woman in a wheelchair in the middle of England. But yeah, I'm a supporter of Colombian drug cartels. I'm enticing children to the dark web. I mean, my God.
It's insane.
It's no wonder
It
I'm
is
tired.
insane. You're exhausted.
I'm exhausted. Every time the phone goes, I'm like, oh my goodness, is this the cartel or is it children again?
Oh my God.
This is called sarcasm, Tiffany Marie, because I know she's going to take some of those sentences and be like, see, this is an admittance to something. Holy
Hey, Jason. Yeah.
She said the other day that we were all obsessed with the pussy. Now, I think the cat is very attractive. I believe it's called Kukla. Very pretty cat. But no, I'm not really that into cats. I prefer dogs.
Same. TM thinks Clue is awesome and thinks this was done to Clue as a cover up. What?
Oh yeah,
Oh
apparently,
yeah, somebody told me that. Sorry, go ahead, Pearl.
so having a comment about Clue. Clue's just a sideshow. Um, I mean, she is,
Oh.
but not in the
I
way
mean,
She's saying that it was all like fake outrage on Clue. No one really meant what they
oh.
said because no one talked about Clue and wanting and the baby in the oven situation. Tiffany, yes, they did. Yes, people did talk about that situation. They talked about it all. And she says that Clue is they're trying to shut Clue down the way that people tried to shut Tiffany Marie down because she was onto something.
A
And that means
distraction
Clue
from
was
we.
onto something. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, I just really would prefer that she didn't use the F word or the N word.
That's all.
Whatever she wants to do on her channel is up to her. But I will say I dislike the fact that she's trying to take over Jones's style with the Princess Leia buns. But of course, it'd be Princess Leia in Clue's day.
Yeah. These are my space buns.
But I
You
don't
stay
think
away.
anybody was trying to take Clue down. She's still over there doing her content, right?
Speaking
She's
for
still
myself,
doing her
I
thing.
that wasn't
Yeah,
my
nobody was
goal.
trying to take her down. People were just calling out a behaviour. Seriously, it's. I
That's
actually
all
said
she
to
does,
the girls,
nonsense.
"Do you think that there's a talking point here? You know, is true crime really just the drama community?"
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. I think a lot of the drama community have found their way over to true crime, in my opinion.
Sorry, I'm eating too, but I agree. I do think that. I think that there are with new creators that decide to turn to true crime and they bring in their old communities, and sometimes these old communities are less than favorable and they're very messy and they are not above doxing and doing disgusting things, and then it just becomes a really wild mix. But yeah, nonsense. That's all. Ask her for proof of any of the claims that she has against me, Chasing, Pearl, anyone else that she's accused. You will not get a hard factual receipt. You'll get a twisted narrative that doesn't even make sense. That's
Well,
all you're gonna get from her.
that's what me and
please,
Pearl were talking about. Yeah.
please go and watch the video on the Jerks channel where I actually play what I said and I play what Tiffany said about it. That's all I ask of you. I'm not asking you to come out and defend me in any way, shape, or form. All I'm saying is, just seriously go and have a look at the truth of what's being said, because it is really getting ridiculous.
It is.
Somebody said that
Yep.
Clue was Timu Jonesing.
The Wish
Yeah,
Jones
well,
in.
I'm the Sheen version.
She said that I tried to bury the Stacey Slay stuff and shift it to a Twitter situation. No, that's not what I did. I don't care what you do with the Stacey Slay stuff. When you had Queen Bee thinking that I was Stacey Slay to the point she's saying it, I came out
Oh
and
yeah.
showed what I did, which was Chasing asked if I would help her research it because I wasn't around for all that, wasn't involved with all you people when it went down. And so I went live and showed the research I did, which was contact Sleuthy Goosey. And then we found the chick, It's a Crying Shame, had tweeted Stacey Slay. And I contacted her and she had conversations with Stacey in for years. And that's how we had found a lot of the information that Chasing had put out 10 months ago. All I was doing was showing my involvement and the proof of it with the very first tweet, DM to the It's a Crying Shame or to Sleuthy Goosey. I'm not saying like, oh my God, she's not who you're saying she is. Keep doing your fact finding mission that you want to find. I was just showing you what I had did. That's it.
Evil Queen Yaya said TM is mad that you and Chasey Oh my God.
Chasey.
Chasing
Chasey.
debunked Stacy Slay.
Well, I think she wants it to be that like Penny brought Stacey Slay to YouTube to intentionally pretend to be a fake Fed in Summer's case, and that could be a fact, but that's not anything we had found. We had found her doing this in other communities and other cases on Facebook groups and Twitter groups for years prior. Um, I'm not saying that I don't know if Penny did or didn't, but we
I
just
think
showed
there's a
what we had
selection of
found.
people
Yeah.
who have probably spent years doing this bullshit. I think that's true of the person who was formerly known as Lady CG and was then known as Alita. Looking back and discovering that she was the person who claimed to be a friend of the foster family for the Wells boys, the whole fake CPS thing. You've got
Hmm.
Stacey Slay, this woman who pretends to be a dog handler
All these dog people,
currently.
yeah.
There is this cast of characters, and I truly believe these nut jobs go from case to case
Mhm.
I
and
think so
become
too.
characters.
You know,
Hmm.
MJ, she found that in the Idaho case. She discovered Dot, and her and Shay Benet did a really great job unearthing them and a couple of other trolls in the Idaho 4 case. There are weird people who just get some weird pleasure in trolling these cases. I don't know what that is, but it's sick and it happens in so many cases. That doesn't mean that I did anything with Stacey Slay. I didn't know her. I didn't know her. I wasn't connected to her. I never had a conversation with her, period.
I only heard about it as people started being accused of it long after it was all done. But I have to say, I'd have probably been side eyeing somebody called Stacey Slay. Sort of, you sound like the lead singer of a hair metal band from the 1980s. What the hell?
Hmm.
Stacey Slay, just, I don't know, it just really makes me think that that's a made up name.
Oh, and Queen did. That's what I was gonna highlighted it. Did you see it, Deets?
No.
Queen did tell Tiffany Marie today because of what Tiffany Marie said on her panel the other day.
Hmm.
Um, Queen did correct her today and said that she never said you were the fake Fed, just that you knew more than you let on about the fake Fed.
All you have
Um,
to do is go back to my live, and because you had gotten me that clip,
mm-hmm,
because I don't watch Queen, but Joneson does, and so she'll tell me when things pop off, and yeah, it absolutely came out of her mouth that she absolutely said on her panel that I was Stacey Slay.
mm-hmm. Yeah. She did also say that she thinks you know more.
She did say that as well, which
Yes.
I don't. I've shown
It's a
everything I
also.
know. I've shown everything I know, which is so funny that it cracks me up coming from these people, where Queen is actively involved with Grandma Candy and Tiffany has been involved with so much behind the scenes that they want to accuse others, but no, I wasn't involved in that way. I don't like to be involved in that way and connect with people. I don't, pertaining to cases. It's just not something I do, so no.
Well, I don't
And I'm
know.
not like putting people down for that. Like, I get it. I got friends who do talk to people connected to cases. It's just not for me.
I
Mm-mm.
think that Summer's case has made me very wary of all of it. I know that Tiffany tried to implicate the people that she's talking about as somehow being getting themselves involved in the Sebastian Rogers case. No, never have. Never been active in talking about that case at all. I can already see that it's a whole mess. And she tried to insinuate that we were laughing about Summer Wells on the live the other night, and that's just a barefaced lie. I would never laugh about that
Mm-mm.
missing girl.
She knows
I
that.
hope desperately that she is found and preferably found safe and well. But I know one thing for certain, regardless of how and when she comes home, you won't be involved, Tiffany. You won't be meeting her or attending any service if that is the unfortunate situation. Um, your inflated sense of self and your perception of your involvement and your importance to Summer Wells is delusion. And you just feel it all slipping out of your hand, and that's why you need to create a sideshow right now. People can see it for what it is. You see Granny's Watching's numbers, you see Queen's numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Benny's about to head off to jail. You've been working at your summer job and haven't been online. And with every opportunity you take to accuse a new person of some terrible behaviour, you make yourself less and less credible. And it's one of the things that I'm grateful of is the people that I saw in Queen Bee's chat who don't know me at all, but know you, and therefore were immediately saying, "Yeah, but you've got a history of this, Tiffany." It didn't matter who I
Mm-hmm.
was; they know
Yeah,
you.
I did see that too. Grateful for that, you know?
I'm incredibly grateful for that. I'm grateful for anybody who is willing to actually listen to what he said. I'm not asking you to believe my denials outright. I am quite happy for things to go legal. I have no fear at all of it.
Well, that's what I was gonna say is like, how do you stop it? Really? How can you stop it? How can you stop her from constantly pushing this?
Well, we were discussing what legal options that we'd got, and whether we needed to try and make some sort of legal approach to YouTube. We've not decided yet because it gets complicated with people being different sides of the ocean, different legal systems, the
Mhm.
whole expensive of it. But it is getting to the point now where she needs to be stopped.
Yeah,
And like I
it
said,
is.
I want people. I really do want to do a show with an open panel of tell us your story about how Tiffany Marie tried to destroy your online life,
Mhm.
because I think that there'd be quite a gang of us.
I think so too because destroying your online life can also destroy your real life, your in real
Oh,
life
it really
life, you
can,
know?
especially when she's offering up money for docs details like she did with Nana for
Mhm.
Life. And that
Mhm.
infuriates me because
Well,
Nana for
yeah,
Life, the only thing I know about Nana for Life is how much hard work she does in the real world, actually trying to put out information about missing children. She is, to me, the real deal of somebody who cares about the missing children. She's not online shooting her mouth off every day. She's doing the thankless hard work of leafleting and setting up stalls and creating that fantastic Christmas tree. All the pictures of those missing children with QR codes on the back so people could use their phone to
yeah.
find out details about these missing children.
She's not making
Real
any money on the
work.
channel or memberships or anything like that. None of that sort. And yet she was, totally, like you said, offered money. That was another thing Tiffany did to me. I was so offended. She only offered $100 for my docs. Tiffany, my
You
docs
are
is worth
worth
a
so
little bit
much more,
more than a
Deeks.
hundred bucks,
I'm
man. Even
sorry she did
JLR
that to
offered
you.
like 200 for it. Come on, girl.
I'm
Dig a
so
little
sorry.
deeper in those pockets, man.
She posted someone's Facebook too. Yes, she did. Because I just
I'm
went to
really
it.
concerned that that might not actually be the correct Facebook,
Might
because
not
the
be.
problem is that I have heard people speculate that she's got the wrong name. I don't know. I can't tell you that she has or that she hasn't for definite because I genuinely don't know. But I'm concerned by the fact that people are saying it's not the right person because, good Lord,
Mm-hmm.
you are really going to rain down some trouble on this person, whoever they are. If it
Mm-hmm.
is the correct one, can't say that I'm worried, but I am worried that it might not be.
I don't
Do
know.
you think, okay, here's my question going back to what Melissa Jade and the whole these characters jumping case to case to case and inventing new characters.
Hmm.
Do you think they do that because they know these true crime creators are desperate and foaming at the mouth to
Yes.
And
have
they're so
inside
gullible.
scoops?
They're
Yeah, they
so
Yeah,
know they
gullible
can reel them
people.
in. That's the
Hmm.
game.
that's
Um,
scary.
Yep.
So that comes back on the creators to an extent to me.
Well,
Like
I
y'all got to
mean,
stop platforming these
yeah,
motherfuckers.
especially in the beginning of a case, you will see creators, and I'm not going to mention names, and you guys will know who I'm talking about, but you'll see them come out with, "Oh, I got this breaking information because this was sent to me or that was sent to me." How do we know any of that is legit? And sometimes it just takes longer in a case to figure out that a creator's been trolled, and then, they come out like, "Oh my God, I was trolled," but that creator didn't vet the information, and therefore, are they complicit in it just because you didn't take the time to vet the information that was sent to you.
And I don't know, I
It's
really don't
wild.
know what ability they have to actually fact check these people. And I think that a lot of what happens actually comes from Facebook communities. I mean, in some ways, Facebook communities are excellent in getting news information out quickly, but they're also really good at getting disinformation out quickly. And a lot of these contacts are made through Facebook. These people hover around Facebook groups, and they attach themselves to YouTube channel creators through them being in Facebook. I'm absolutely convinced of that. I believe that's how that connection was first formed with Ziggy and the Lady CG / Lolita character, whatever she might currently be calling herself. I believe that the first contacts come through discussing this on Facebook, then private messaging on Facebook, and then they're sort of launched on a YouTube creator's channel. Usually under some anonymous character name, and they'll give out a whole spiel of things. I mean, the Sebastian Rogers case, I do know that somebody turned up and said that he'd been jet washed out in public. Seriously, how do people believe this? Have you seen what jet washes can do? Imagine jet washing skin.
It's
But
just
people just sort of, oh, they're so
there
shocked
would,
in the chat. They've got
And they'll
there
no
would be
continue
a
to.
medical
discernment.
record of that. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they continue it on and pass it
And
on.
they'll continue to do it because creators are continuing to need the inside scoop, the first, to be the first with this information. And it's like, it's dangerous. At some point, yeah, it comes back on the characters, but it also comes back on the creators, in my opinion, because when you give them that platform, they think they can continue to utilize it.
Right.
And it's one of the
Before
things
you
that
know it,
worries
you got
me.
multiple dog handlers.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pearl.
The dog handler thing is wild. And to think that Julie was actually in that chat, when people were looking at screenshots because they were interested in what Cluminati was saying. And then there she turns up. Julie, the dog handler, is in there days before Sebastian even disappeared. It's very, very strange. One of the things that worries me and I find personally upsetting about all the bullshit that was put out about the Welleses. Don't get me wrong, Don and Candace are people who have had troubled lives. They've previously had children taken into child services. So we're not talking about the perfect couple. But I wonder how much they were pushed into their insane online behaviour on YouTube by the things that were said about them, on top of the grief of a disappeared child, because we don't actually know what happened. But I don't know whether I'd be able to hold on to my sanity if I'd been through that as an already troubled person. And then these people coming online, sort of, oh yes, I've got the CPS reports. Oh yes, I'm a friend of the foster family. I think that I would lose my grip on any sense of reality, and it's no wonder that they became more and more reliant on substances. I'm not saying that they never were before. I'm saying that a situation. I really do worry about what YouTube did to them on top of everything else.
Hey, Laura, is that you, babe?
Hey, bestie, it's me. What's up?
Hey, bitch. I was just making sure it was you.
Yeah, it's me.
Hi, Laura.
Hey, a couple of things I've been listening to you for a little while, and I just want to correct, or not even correct, like explain a couple of things. You were saying, going back a little, how drama and TC kind of connected and why it connected. Drama community is now dead. Now, when this community first started, like Krama, basically, it was because some of us came from true crime. I came from Making a Murderer / Chris Watts, and other people that are now considered drama came from Chris Watts. Then we hooked up with the drama community, and then everything just merged when stuff went down in the drama community, and it completely died. Like everyone scattered. It was done, finished, finite. So those of us that were into true crime either kind of kept it alive or went back to true crime. But drama people like Savage and a couple of others kind of have nowhere to go. So that's, in my opinion, that's why the drama people came over to true crime, because it's the
Interesting.
only way to keep their channels alive. It's the only way to make money. They found a way, or I should say Savage, found a way to not really be in true crime kind of thing,
Mhm.
but it's still be involved in true crime, still keep her channel running, still make money, is by doing it that way. So that's how the two really merged. If the drama community was still the drama community, they would not be merged, because each party would kind of have like their own place to go. But with drama not really having a place to go, it's
Here
and
they
like
are.
you said, same target audience. Exactly.
Yeah. Mm.
So that's the first thing. Second thing is the Facebook to YouTube. Well, as someone who started on Facebook back then, like YouTube lives, I don't know how long you guys have been around, but YouTube lives didn't start until like 2018. So before that, all you had was Facebook. And you had your Facebook groups where you would do your Facebook groups, you would upload a video, and then you would take the video. And this is what we do at Making a Murderer. Everybody started a Facebook group for a crime that you were doing, like every single one.
Mhm.
If you found a crime, you would then start a Facebook group for it. And then you would promote your videos or your friends' videos or whoever videos that you uploaded on YouTube. You would then transfer it to Facebook, and then you would get people from Facebook to watch your video. This has been going on since the beginning of time, for what I know. So that's how Facebook and YouTube connected. Now, once live started, people then realized, hey, I can take my YouTube live and bring it to Facebook and get more people to Facebook. I mean, more people to my YouTube lives by recruiting them from Facebook.
Mhm.
So that's how Facebook and YouTube connected.
Well, I think what Pearl was discussing was the information that currently starts out on Facebook, like the rumors and the groups and stuff. And then, people come over here and troll with it, or creators pick up on it, et cetera. Not like a community coming from Facebook.
Yes, but I mean, anyone that's on Facebook knows Facebook groups, people lie all the time. All the time.
Everywhere.
Always have. I don't know why, but they do.
Sick shit.
Yeah, but Molly wasn't really true crime. Molly was always drama. Shut up, Fluffer. See, I'm not even on my own panel and he still barks.
You be sweet to that baby.
But the other thing I want to say too, Tiffany is batshit motherfucking crazy.
Girl, I'm gonna need you to take her away.
I have known her for years. My personal opinion, you don't have to listen. My personal opinion, if she's fighting with you, the best thing to do is completely fucking ignore her. It's what I've done. Last night, I did a video, naming her because of what she's accusing you and Deets and chasing of, which is absolutely
I seen it.
berserk
I
and
appreciate
wacko.
that.
But when she came after me, I totally ignored her. I know when she went after chasing, completely ignored her. That's how you have to handle Tiffany. If one of your friends or somebody like Melissa Jade, I'm just throwing her name out there. If Melissa Jade decided to do a video about Tiffany to stick up for you guys, that's fine. But you directly, the best way to handle her is completely ignore her. I don't know why she's batshit crazy. My personal opinion, just my personal opinion, I think she just wants attention. I don't think it has anything to do with numbers or anything else. I think she just wants to feel wanted. She just wants some kind of attention.
To the point, though,
So
where you
she's
can't
using.
ignore it any longer, though. Like when she just like goes on and on and on, and then starts carrying her bullshit to places where people who don't know the real her and they don't know that this is, the game she plays, and then continues spreading the lies around. Like, it gets to a point where you can't ignore it.
Yes, but that's what she wants. Is she wants
know.
that attention. She wants you to acknowledge it. Where, like, I know she's still throwing Chasing's name around, but if Chasing wouldn't have ignored her, they'd probably still be fighting. If I hadn't ignored her, she'd probably still be running her mouth about me. If you give her zero attention, she shuts the fuck up because she looks like an asshole. But the more, like, that's why I noticed she's running panel to panel to panel to panel, trying to sell her story because nobody's buying it. But it's putting it out there for all these people. It's putting it out there for, other people to hear and be like, oh, what is she talking about? Even if I didn't know the story, I personally would think this is the most batshit thing I ever heard in my entire life. Like, to say that the jerks, and we all know me and the jerks are not besties, but to say that the jerks are involved in this peddling and it's so fucking
It's crazy.
ludicrous. Like, it just doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make it just doesn't. It's absolutely ludicrous. And anybody that can't see how stupid it sounds, I feel really sorry for them.
I agree.
That's a fact. That is a fact. She is wild with her stuff. She does look like an asshole, period, perfectly. She does.
Exactly. Yep. There's zero logic in what it is. It's just insane.
And the things
It's
that she
dangerous.
uses to connect people, like Jonesin, connecting her in the manner in which she did now, she'll then like try to use that exact same tactic to debunk herself on something later. It's so weird that she just insane. There's no other way to describe it.
Well, I personally hope that she does go to Queen and she does show all the proof, and we is there to stand up for herself. Like, just put it on out there.
Do it.
No, Matt. Corey, I think, is more sane. Corey at least makes sense when she goes on her rants. Tiffany doesn't even make sense. And to bring up stuff from a year ago, why is she even bringing it up? Aren't half the people involved like no longer with us?
I think so.
So that's the other thing. I don't understand why she's just continuing to go on. Like,
she pops up every so often and does her little live stream about it, and then causes chaos for a week, and then she's gone again for a month or two. It's very weird.
I don't know if even like Ewok, I do not like Ewok at all. But I actually felt bad for her because I could not understand why she was going after Ewok. Oh my God, that's a child character. Like, Tiffany, realize how dumb you sound. Like, I just don't know why you sound so dumb. It's the craziest thing. Like, her name is Ewok, so she has an Ewok picture. Hello. It's not rocket science. Like, hello.
Hazel Wise says, you're going to be included in the ring now, Laura.
I probably will. But seriously,
No,
it's so
Tiffany is
crazy.
not an audiobook reader. I don't know who told you that, so forget. Or as you all know.
Or
she's not an
she might be
audiobook
Stacey
reader.
Slay.
Because I live in Alabama. See, let me ask you guys something, because Evil Queen might know. I don't know anything about Stacey Slay stuff. I heard about it just like, other people heard it secondhand. But I can't for the life of me understand why people can't comprehend, like, okay, so the girl was a liar and she wanted to feel involved, no different than WSU Kim or some of these others that have called in. And then she passed away. Okay. It's been proven, like I spoke to Dietz about this. It's been proven that it was her and she passed. So why is this a big deal? You just have a liar in a group? No, say it ain't so. It happens every day. So I'm just totally lost on.
I think there was a whole lot of obsession with Penny that was feeding it as well.
I think
I don't quite know what the fallout between Penny and Tiffany was. No doubt, I'm sure it was Benny Keys connected in some way. But yeah, Tiffany wanted Penny's head on a stick.
Mm.
And the way, that was what I was going to say, the way she freaked out. Why are you saying that Benny was on Facebook?
Because he's avoiding her.
I'm like, and she was really funny because and I said it to Patreons. I was like, ooh, that was a burn. She's like, Ewok said very, very quietly, very nicely. She's like, that's because he doesn't want you, Tiffany. And she, why did you just say? But oh my God, it was golden. She did it so calm, so casually, and you could tell she was laughing. I was like, whoa,
He's
burn,
hot.
baby, burn.
that happened today.
Yeah, it was on QB. It was pretty funny.
Do you want to watch it, Datesy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll pull it up. If Queen still left it up.
Hey, Mac, you saw it too, right? If you don't have it, I recorded her being on there. If Queen took it down.
Let's see. Nope, it's still up. Just let me get to where she jumps up there. Lord have mercy.
You know, I shouldn't say we, but MJ was trying to get some of that out of Dot, you know, like, why the lies? What does it give you to do this in a case? And I really do wish some of these liars would come forward and just explain it, at least from
I would
one
love that,
perspective, you know?
There's part of me for everything that went on that would love just once to have an honest public conversation with Lady CG/Lolita as to why you would do this. I don't understand it. But ladies, thank you so much for allowing me up to talk to you, but I've really got to get
Absolutely.
down.
Thanks
Time's
for
ticking
coming
on
up.
here and I need to sort of sort some stuff out. Also, I'm boiling hot and I need to get this fan on. We are having that rare thing over here of sunshine in England, and we're taking to it like ducks to battery acid. It's not natural. I don't know how you people cope with sun.
It's awful, ain't it?
I was born for drizzle and grey skies. Give them to me. Right, so I'm going to go and get the fan on. I'll speak to you.
Speed off in your wheelchair, ma'am.
Bye, Pearl.
Get on out of here.
Yes, I
Bye,
need to
Pearl.
They see me rolling the hating.
Yes.
Also, for some reason, I am no longer. This is dodgy because I'm going to mention Discord. Jones, I need to have an invite back into your Discord at some stage if you don't mind.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going
I'll
to go.
email it to you.
Good night, Laura, as well. It was nice to hear from you.
Oh,
You
now
too.
all the connections going to be made from that, Pearl.
What's your name? Jones. I was gonna say Jonice. Can I just say something to someone in chat? I just want to clear something up so there's total no confusion, because I think people get confused. When I'm sitting here doing labels and stuff, I'm like, oh, Joneson's on. Let me put on Joneson. I'll listen to her while I'm working. So Bluebird says, I thought you didn't watch QB. Okay. The difference is when I'm doing work and I'm looking for something to watch, I will never put on 3/4 of these channels. But when my Patreons and members say, oh shit, Tiffany just jumped on QBs, you got to put this on, then I'll go watch it. That's the difference. That is the total difference of, that's not saying that I never watch anything about them. That's saying that, yeah, if someone says, go put it on, you go put it on. That's the difference.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I used to not watch Queen when everything was so hostile, but I do. I heard there was a dog trainer on the panel today, so I clicked right in, just to listen. But no, don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. It's okay.
I only listen to what Joneson makes me listen to.
Okay, here. Look, we'll play this.
Yeah, because we're way far back. I mean, Ewok's right here. I don't.
Did you go to the police? Honestly, this is.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see if this is. Is this you, Tiffany?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't, you know what I mean? Didn't want somebody to use your name and
Yeah, no, it's me. Why did I just get blocked? I was totally respectful in what I was discussing.
Well, I'm not sure. That's what I got the message that you were blocked, and I haven't had a chance to get it. You know what I mean? So I'll
Yeah,
have to get
B
one
Tim
off,
seems to know why though. What?
No, I'm
B-Tim,
pretty
what?
sure that
What
you're
is
getting
it?
blocked because you're making accusations
It's
about.
not an accusation, B
Do you have
Tim.
proof?
Yes, I do actually. It came right
Okay,
from
then
Ewok herself.
did you go to the police about it?
It was reported a year ago almost.
Where?
What do you mean where?
Where
Interpol
was
was
it?
involved.
Interpol?
Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely. Ewok said it out of her own mouth. Yeah, B Tim, you probably don't know about it. I mean, that's no fault of your own. I haven't
Like
even
you said,
talked
this
to
is
you.
Summer
Oh
Wells
my
case,
gosh,
right?
the
Is this Summer
gaslighting
Wells
is
case?
She's
real.
crazy as fuck.
She's like,
Yeah,
B
but
Tim,
very
it's
far back. I
not
mean,
your fault that you don't know about it, but it was
Oh, just
everywhere.
wait, Dee.
Interpol's involved in everything.
It's about to get way worse. You'll
It
see.
is, yeah.
Way worse.
Oh my
Ewok's right
god.
here. I don't know why she's pretending like she didn't say these things and admit to being
I'm
in
not
that
pretending
Discord with
anything,
children.
Tiffany. I'm sorry you don't understand, but that's not what I said. And again, if you play the recording, you would know that.
I have played the recording, Ewok.
And again, it's not what I said.
Yes, it is.
Give it to Queen. Give it to anybody. Then, if you're stating, if you're stating that is proof, why have the police not arrested?
You're the one that said it, Ewok. You're the one that defended Chip and said you
No,
were in that
I've
Discord. You
never
were there
defended
for it.
Chip. Never. I've defended
Yes,
Griffey
you
and Stella
did.
because you were telling lies
And
about them.
Griffey and Stella were Auntie Griffey and Auntie Stella and Uncle Chris, and they were what?
Do you
Telling children how.
understand
Hold on a minute,
how
Ewok. I'm not
evidence
done.
works?
I'm being very respectful to you, and I'm not done.
No, you're really not. You've been very disrespectful for
Really?
what, the
Okay.
past half an hour,
Well,
45
I
minutes.
really,
Very rude.
personally, I don't feel that I offer any kind of, you know, I have to be respectful of someone who's admitted to being involved with people who funneled little kids into a Discord, specifically asked for 16 and under children.
Please
You
show the
said
proof
you
where
were
I was
there for
involved
it.
in any of this.
It's on the
Please.
Dirks panel. You said you
show
were
it.
there.
Go
You
show it. Put it on
literally
a
said you were
24-hour loop.
there. So you said you were there. Are you saying you weren't there anymore?
In a Discord with children?
With
Never.
Chip, Stella, and Griffey.
Never.
Never.
Tiffany,
So what changed in the last year that
nothing
you've
has
taken
changed.
back on your
You
word?
feel basic comprehension. That is the only
So
thing
when
that
I
is a
take
struggle
the clip
here.
of you saying you were there for it all, and this here, and you saying never.
They're on YouTube, not in a
Who?
Discord. And again, if the
Who is on
police had been
YouTube?
informed of this, they would be able to investigate it.
Who
You
is
don't
on
need to.
YouTube? Who's on
Me,
YouTube?
fool.
You said they're on YouTube. Who's they?
There, as in, I was on YouTube. I was there on YouTube. Do you
No,
understand
Ewok,
now?
you're not going
And
to
a
do that.
diagram.
Nope, you're not going to do that.
Okay,
Oh, I
pause.
am. Because you
No,
are
you're not.
accusing
Hold
me
on.
of one
I'm
of the
getting there.
You're
Okay, go
fine.
ahead.
You're fine. So what TM is trying to use as proof against we is because I rewatched that live. So I hope you don't mind me. I'm
No.
gonna do that thing where I say I can't speak for Johnson, but I'm gonna speak for Johnson. Earth did like 4 clips. They're like 20 to 30 minutes long about all of this, like last week. And she goes back in time to the September and October panels that the jerks did on this and clips portions of it. We said in one of those clips, I can't remember, it's either the first or the second one. She says that, Tiffany is this is me summarizing here, running her mouth, and she's, going off about things that she doesn't know because she wasn't there for. I was there for them. We mean she was there on YouTube and watched this stuff play out on YouTube. Not that she was involved in it, but see how Tiffany twists that? That little thing of her saying, I was there for it and watched it go down. You have to take the context of the sentence before and the sentences after. And she specifically talks about what is happening on YouTube. She's not talking about a Discord in that moment. She is so warped in the fucking
And
head.
I agree, Cammie. We do need to play it, but she hides it behind her paywall. The video that she's referring to, she hides it. So it's like, do you really want people to know? Not so sure.
Most
I'm not going to be
disgusting
silenced telling the truth about what you said out of your
You're not
own
telling
face.
the truth. You're lying.
I am telling the truth. I am telling the truth. I would never
not.
come up here and lie about it, nor would I ever spend
We
the
saw
amount of
you.
time that I did
We've
on
seen
it.
you do it
Why
for
would I
2
lie about something
years
like
now.
that, Ewok? Why would I
'Cause
ever
you're
lie about
just-
something like that?
Did Benny get caught on Facebook a couple of days ago? Isn't this
Benny
why
has
you're
not been
doing
on
this?
Facebook. That's
That's
white
funny.
boy
That's
lockdown
proof.
radio. Ewok,
That's
what are you
funny.
doing?
That's funny.
Okay, so this is very interesting. So out of nowhere, you want to talk about Benny being caught on Facebook. Benny has had no access to the internet whatsoever, and you're claiming he was on Facebook the other day. What?
Triggered.
Would that come out of your mouth out of nowhere right now?
Because
right here,
that's
right
why
now.
you're doing this. This is what you do.
This has
You
nothing to
distract.
do with Benny.
Really?
Where did that just
He's
come
just
from?
not that into you, Tiffany. Accept it.
Where did that just come from, Ewok?
He is not
Wait.
interested in you.
Yeah. Yeah, girl. Yeah. She is focused on that now.
Dang.
Where
See,
did
I
that just
can't-
come
I
from,
don't know. I
Ewok?
can't
Because
say
that's
if he
why
is
you're
or
doing
not.
this.
Why did you just
Tiffany.
bring Benny up? And why did you just claim he was on Facebook when there is fake?
I know. Hold on. Who sent it? Oh, Southern Gal. Yes. That's why I kept postponing my live because I was ready to click that link if I needed to. I was like,
Go
we got to protect
Ewok.
we got to protect we.
I don't think Tiffany heard her say what she just said. Everybody else did because we're all laughing, but I don't think Tiffany heard it. I don't think, oh, he doesn't
think she
like you.
did.
He doesn't want you. I don't think she heard it.
Oh, she would have lost her shit had she though.
Account of him floating around right now,
Right.
and you know it's not Benny. So where's that? It's funny to you, right, Ewok? Do you
You're
think 'cause
hilarious.
you're over the pond that you're untouchable and nothing
No, I
can
really
happen?
don't.
You fuck
I've
with
told
people.
you already. I'm
you
happy
fuck with
for the
people's
police
real
to turn up
lives, right?
anytime. Unlike you, I won't run and hide.
Yeah, because you
What?
fuck with people's real lives, Ewok.
No,
right?
ma'am, I have not.
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
rich.
Yes,
No.
ma'am.
That is real freaking rich coming from Tiffany Marie, who has doxed so many people in the name of a missing child who aren't connected to her case, and she'll tell you like I'm not gonna apologize for it. If it's I have no qualms about doxing people and putting connecting all their stuff. That was one of the clips I listened to from Nat Co, where Carl had made these accusations against her, and she was like, "I'll dig up your whole family." And you said you don't have family you love. I'll dig up anyone and everyone you do love and put it all out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's psycho to hear that from her, but then for her to go and twist and now say to use it against we, like you're involving and messing in people's real lives. Tiffany, what are you doing? You just did a fucking dog whistle on your community post for all sorts of weirdos on the internet to call on at least 4 of us about stuff that we're not involved in. You have no problem going real life. You think it's a sick game.
People want to know what happens when you put the name pedo and all this other shit on someone. Watch my video from last night. That's what happened.
Yeah, I've got it queued up. I already got it ready. Because that shit is wild.
No,
Funny,
you're
you're
the
gonna
one that's out
accuse
here lying.
Benny of being on Facebook when he was not. He has not used
Why would
Facebook.
you know that,
Ewok.
Tiffany?
Why would you ever
How would you
even
know
claim
that,
that?
Tiffany? How would you know that, Tiffany?
He's not allowed to be
Oh, I
on
know
any
he's not
kind of
allowed.
internet. He doesn't have access to internet. So that's strange to me that nothing to do with Benny was even discussed up here, and you're trying to plant on this
No,
right now that
literally
he's
saying
using the
what is being
internet several
stated in
days before
Joan.
he goes to court. That's interesting. That's interesting, Ewok. So he goes to court next week, and you're trying to tell 1,000 people that he's violating his bond when he's not. Why would you do something like that?
Because that's what Benny has done. It's not my
No,
responsibility.
Benny hasn't done that.
Oh, he's
Are you-
hiding from you, Tiffers.
Involved with that fake account too? Like, where did that
You
come from?
understand how the internet works.
You tell on
Tiffany.
yourself. This
Do
is
you
the problem.
understand? I swear.
Okay, so
you-
let's get back to the
basic
other
comprehension is
subject.
the real
You're not going to distract with Benny. Benny's not on Facebook. He's not on the internet. You can laugh all you want.
I
That
will
was
laugh.
shady as fuck. You show
really?
yourself every time.
Really? To do what?
Ewok,
exactly?
when are you going to take that little child-friendly avatar off?
Child-friendly
Cartoon image.
I know what it is.
So what is your problem? Why are you associating that with child crimes?
Because you associated yourself to child crimes a year ago.
You put my name in the middle of it.
No, I didn't actually. I never even would have said your name. You're the one
Really?
that, by your own
I
admission,
have all of the streams, you crazy person.
it was your own admission, Ewok.
No,
So
ma'am.
I wasn't making an
Thanks for
accusation. I
renewing,
was just
Cash.
repeating what you said yourself. And I think
No,
that Queen
you
Bee
were
has a right
not.
to know. I mean,
No,
you're
you were
sitting
not.
up here
You
planting
were
your ass,
elaborating
trying to
on
hide
something
behind
that was
her,
never
right?
said.
What is
Have
the
you
recording?
told
Wait,
Queen
wait,
Bee what
wait,
you're
wait.
involved with?
I've never been so glad to hear Beatum's voice. I was like, somebody step in here.
It's so
please.
funny. It's so funny though that she's all like, Queen Bee has a right to know this. Tiffany, you were just bitching about Queen Bee on your live, the one that you have on private or top tier members or wherever it is. You
She's
were just
okay.
saying the worst things about her.
Mm.
Did you
I'm
even
not
think to
involved
tell
in
her?
any
Hey,
children in a Discord.
Maybe
any
not
child
now, you're
crimes.
not.
Is that clear
That's
enough
not what
for
you said a
you,
year ago.
Tiffany?
I was there for everything you said. Mm-hmm.
On
Now
di-
you weren't.
on YouTube,
No, that's not what
show
you
one
said. That's
screenshot
not what
of
you
me
said at
in the
all,
Discord with
Ewok.
Chip. Show one of them. Give it to
Imagine,
me
Show
Tim.
one of what?
Immediately.
Show one of what?
I will live stream myself walking into the police station. Go for it.
What are you talking about? Show what?
Well, I would like to hear. You're supposed to show her being in the Discord and also the recording that you.
First
said
of
that you
all,
recorded.
I wasn't in that Discord. Ewok admitted to being in that Discord with kids. I would never have proof of that because I would never
No.
be caught dead in a
Is
Discord
that
with
based on the
children.
recording? Is that
That
based on
was
the
her
recording?
thing with Stella and Griffey and Chip and Tanga Ray. Okay, because Tanga also said she was there for it all as well, right, Ewok? And
No,
Pearl
I'm
is
not
the one that
agreeing to
brought
your
this back up to
insanity. What
surface.
you're stating is an outright lie.
Well, then I guess you lied on yourself then. Why would you do
Lean
something like that?
back.
No, I'm not. I'm rebutting.
You're not.
Johnson, I'm gonna hop down and I'm gonna find the clip because I know it's in one of Earth's clips for you to play because I could show you guys exactly what we said. Unless she plays it. Does she play it?
No, because
Okay.
Tiffany tells her that she'll send it.
Okay, I'll go find it.
Okay.
You're going to discredit me.
her
I'm telling you right
understanding
now,
of
this is not going to go the way you think it is.
Well, it's not going to go the way you think it is, you crazy
So
bitch,
you were.
because
I mean,
this isn't going to happen.
No,
yeah.
you actually just sit here and pretend like I'm the crazy one, and I'm not.
You are.
Absolutely not.
You
You'll
really
never
are.
make me into a crazy bitch. Never.
You are.
okay?
You're stating I'm doing child crimes because I have a cartoon.
Nope,
Yeah,
I
that's
never
correct.
said
What?
that. You're
That
not
is
gonna. You're not gonna
insane.
make up stories either.
That
Never
is
said you were a child
insane,
predator because
Tiffany.
of your avatar. I pointed out the fact that you use these little cartoon characters
One.
for a reason. It makes sense,
It's an
right?
Ewok, Tiffany.
I
Do
never
you
would have even
understand?
put two and two together, Ewok, if you didn't admit to being there for all of it.
Well, then
Lord,
the police would be
stop.
able to come and do something about it if that was the case. But it isn't because I was never in a Discord with Chip. Do you understand that?
I can't prove that. You'll have to
Yeah,
do that.
exactly. You're making these assertions.
You're the
If
one
I
that
had been
said you
involved,
were.
You'd listen.
You're the one that said you
You're
were.
making assertions. I have.
I think a lot of
involved in
people.
This is
children,
not an
and I have
assertion.
not.
You said it
You are.
yourself.
All right, I love you.
How many times have you said it
All right,
already?
what's going on? Yeah, I was just saying.
Laura, I can't stand you. Bitch.
All right, I missed quite a bit, but what is going on? What you said she's in a Discord or what?
You
what
No, no, what
seem to
happened?
have amnesia here.
What happened?
No, I don't.
Wait. Can I let you talk?
Yeah, give me a quick rundown.
Basically, Tiffany Marie stating that there was a recording of Lee stating that she was in.
No, it's not a
Discord.
recording. She beats him. I could tell this
Okay.
because I know you don't know. It wasn't a recording. Ewok said this on the Jerks panel
Which is a
almost a
recording.
year ago. No, it's not a recording. It was a live stream. It was live stream just like we are right now. That's not a recording. It was a live stream. Okay. So when all this came to light and we found out that there were children being poached off of multiple platforms, specifically 16 years old and under. Okay. Ewok came to the defense of Griffey and Stella, who were known as Auntie Griffey and Auntie Stella. They told bedtime stories to children, how to
No, they
undress,
did
how
not,
to get dressed.
Tiffany.
Oh, okay. All right. They did not. Okay, Ewok.
Correct.
So tell me what they did then or what they didn't do.
You won't
since-
listen. You won't
Huh?
listen because you're so desperate to prove.
So
crimes
you're going
didn't
to
happen.
tell me that what we all watched over on my channel for the
Who
last, I
said
don't know,
it?
couple days, that's
Who
all,
was
that's
the
all
person
fake.
that
Is
said
it
it?
a figment of our imaginations?
Because the fact that Chip said three people's names does not mean they were involved in anything to do with children. Do you understand that? She said
Okay,
names
so that
in
means
her
that they
weird
weren't
little
involved
story.
in it.
I have never defended Chip, not once. In fact,
Okay.
you were told 10 months ago where the channel holder was for that channel. You knew then that MZ was in control of that channel, and you have waited nearly a whole year to do anything. You've
You know
happily
what? I didn't
labeled
wait.
me and other people.
I did not wait. I absolutely did not wait. I
That's
finally
not-
got
that's not what
MZ's
you said before.
information.
You didn't
I-
even know her name.
I just got it yesterday, thankfully.
Right,
And
yesterday.
Ewok, I know you
10
think this is a
10
joke,
months later.
but in the last 10 months, what has happened to those children? Because even Pearl
What
said
children? Show
were harmed.
evidence on one child.
Okay, she says right here, even Pearl said children were harmed. No, Pearl was stating what Tiffany Marie was putting out there, that they were supposedly a part of this Discord where children were harmed. She plays on words like that.
Pearl said children were harmed.
No.
Somebody's
did.
name.
I played it
you
on
are-
my channel. You're not
You
going
are
to say it didn't
conflating
happen.
one thing with another,
So
Tiffany.
you're saying you didn't defend Chip. That's fine.
I have never
Okay. You defended
Chip.
Griffey and Stella, who were
Yes,
in
who-
that
two
Discord, and
different
you said
people.
you were there for it all. And you're telling me what they did and didn't do because you were there, Ewok. You tell on yourself. You're not
No,
going to say I'm lying. What you
There's
said
a
is
reason
what
why
you
people
said.
call you a
You said
snake,
it on
'cause
the
you
Jerk
twist
channel.
everything. It's
You want to
pathetic.
backtrack now, though. It's
No,
not
I
going to
don't.
happen.
I've said what I've always said. I was never in a Discord with Chip. Do you understand that?
Were you in a Discord with Stella and Griffey, Ewok?
Yes, Tiffany.
Yes,
I was in
you
a
were,
Discord
weren't
with
you?
you at one point as well.
My Discord had nothing to do with 16 and under
Well, there you
children.
go. But you're using it as a proof of something, the fact that I've been in Discord.
No,
What
the
are you
proof came
even
from you
talking
when
about?
you said you were there for it all. And the proof comes from you
Lord.
when you explain what did and didn't happen, Ewok. You do understand that, right?
Understand what exactly? Your statement was very unclear.
Was it? Let me say it again.
Yes, please try.
When you say that you know what happened and what didn't happen, what is that,
No,
Ewok?
I didn't say
Yeah,
I know
you
what
actually
happened and
said
what
you were
didn't
there for
happen.
it
No,
all.
I said that Griffey and Stella were not reading bedtime stories to children. That's what I said. You can go
How
read
would you know
mine
that
and
if you
listen to
weren't
it.
in there?
'Cause
So
I've
wait a minute.
asked them.
This is
You
my
plum?
question. It's very simple. Hold on.
She
Very
just-
simple.
she asked
How
them.
would you know what Griffey and Stella did or didn't do with those kids if you weren't in there? So,
What
they didn't read
children,
bedtime
Tiffany?
stories to
With
those
what?
children.
Which children? Which
Right.
please
That's
show
too late
Tim
for
or
that.
James
Too late for
any
that.
proof
Because you
that
already
there are
said
kids. Please,
distinction before this, Ewok. It's
Please
too
show
late to
the proof.
backtrack because you
I-
just literally said,
please.
no, please yourself, bitch.
All
Okay?
right, then. That's
Listen,
bro.
you
I'm
just
trying-
said yourself what did and didn't happen and that they weren't reading bedtime stories to those kids.
Yeah, she also said she asked them. She asked them. She wasn't in.
Right.
She asked them.
Tim, this is very old stuff, and whatever she's saying
Well, I
now, I
listened
really
to her.
encourage you to go back and listen to what happened previous because
You can't be Tim, not unless you pay for her highest membership tier, because she hides all the proof.
know you don't
Well,
know.
why don't you just explain it concisely, like from top to bottom, quickly?
Hey, Misty Mo.
Because I'm not the only one that's
I was,
lost.
yeah, I was gonna say I think a lot of us are lost because we wasn't around for a lot of this.
Yeah.
So we really don't have anything to go off of. We're just like
We're just sitting here and we're like,
I have
mean,
no problem explaining it. I think that it's important. It is explained. That's why I came up here.
I think if you showed them the evidence, that would help your supposed explanation.
Ewok, you're right here. You just said it right out of your own face
Well,
again.
I know everybody else has heard what I have said, but apparently it hasn't gone into your head in
Is
the
it-
same way.
So
where is it?
back
Where do you find
about,
that? What are you talking about, a live or a clip or what do you where do you
I'm
find that?
talking about what Ewok said on the Jerks panel about 10 months ago when she explained that she was there for it all. And Tangeray did as well. Okay. Pearl, I don't
Okay.
believe was in there. I don't think that Eliza was either, but Eliza spoke to what happened. Ewok admitted she was there for it all.
And this
Okay.
is the okay,
Yeah.
so but hold on, back to this is the chip, the
Yeah.
angel chip lady
That
that
weird ass
the
bitch.
kids in a
Yeah.
Discord, right? Is that what's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
Okay, so Chip had kids in a Discord, and then the girls on the Jerks panel said that they knew about it. Is that or Ewok said she knew? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Is that what
Ewok
I'm
said
reading
she
this?
was there
Okay.
for it all. So when she went and explained everything on behalf of Griffey and Stella because they're hiding them away and they've gone into damage control mode for the last whole entire year.
No, because you're
Griffey and
repulsive
Stella
and
are-
putting them in danger. That's why.
I put them in danger. I
Yeah,
did
you
one
do.
live stream.
You don't
How
put
did I
those
put them in
accusations on
danger?
anyone without proof, Tiffany. And
I
that's
didn't
exactly
put
what
those
you're doing to
accusations
me
on anyone,
and to
though. That's
them.
the thing. I
You
never put
did.
What's
accusations
your-
on a single person.
You did.
Well, you did.
No, I
in the
didn't.
chat. You told
You were
Did I?
literally
Well,
saying it
over
in the
time,
chat today.
You're not going to do that because I never put accusations on anybody. I was present for a panel where it was revealed to us what was going on. You
said it
responded.
today. Multiple
You
times.
called her a
People saw it.
pedo in the chat.
I didn't call her a pedo. Absolutely did not. Where is it? Is there a screenshot of that, Tim? Because I absolutely did
Let
not.
me see. Oh, okay, I'll have to go back. 'cause have
I
to look at
actually
that.
wrote back to someone in chat that I was not calling anybody a pedo. So this is what happens, and everybody says Tiffany called so and so a pedo. That never happened, and I don't appreciate being completely derailed every time with this accusation of me calling people a pedo. We
Well,
have
what's your
women
accusation?
sitting here on this
Reed
panel.
Frost? What's your accusation, Reed Frost? What do you call
My
it?
accusation is not an accusation. I'm repeating history as it was stated in front of this entire community. Whoever heard it did, whoever didn't wasn't
You
there
gotta have
for
a
it.
lot more
It's
proof
all
than just
out there. Big
because
Tim, I've been doing this on my channel for several days. So just because you didn't see it doesn't mean it didn't happen. So I'm asking you.
No, it happened. She's been doing this for several days. And again, she hides it. And when I was playing it the other night, she privated it when we got to the part where she plays the video where we supposedly admitted this.
You know, maybe later you can go check it out for yourself. I don't think you'll be pleased with it by any means.
You're so rude to beat him and Queen
No,
Bee.
you know what's rude,
Yeah,
Ewok?
you
The
are.
fact
You're
that you sit up
disgraceful.
here and you think you have some kind of shield being
No,
here.
no, I don't.
Okay?
That's why I'm
Yeah,
here
you're
speaking
not
for
going to
myself.
rewrite history.
No, I don't.
It came
I'm
out
here
of your
speaking.
own.
You're back.
I'm
Now.
back.
You want me to finish this or do you want me to play whatever you found?
You can play. You can finish this. I'm just putting the timestamp and the link so I don't forget to.
Okay.
I'm
Why would
glad
I
you,
ever? I don't. You're not.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
it's all right. I'm glad you brought this, Deets, because I don't know if anyone else is like me, but I don't know anything about any of this, and I'm not gonna watch Tiffany to find it. So I'm really glad that you brought it.
Well, I had just watched all of Earth's clips on it, and I highly recommend people watch those because she does a good job on those clips. But it actually wasn't in her clips because I just went and skimmed through them. But what I had done is I went back to the very first live stream that the Jerks did, and I remember, and I just was playing. Sometimes I just like to put something on to fall asleep
I
to,
get
and
it.
that was
I
the
do it
one.
too.
And it was the September 2023 live stream that they did. And I remember that Tanga and we said we were around for all that. And that's what Tiffany's alluding to here. And you'll hear the context of what Tanga and we
Okay,
say.
so you
Completely
can
different.
hide it. You're on your own, Tiffany Marie, but we got deets on the motherfucking judgy streets. And she went and found it. So let's
Bitch.
finish this. It's almost over, and then we'll go watch that.
Even a thought in my mind. Why would I ever talk about you?
You were talking about me earlier today,
Of course I am.
right? So if I'm not a thought, why are you talking about me?
I'm
That's
talking about
strange.
you because this is a subject at
That's
this
real
point in
strange.
time. This was brought to me a year ago. It was brought to Benny a year ago. Okay. We all discussed this a year ago. It's been brought up by Pearl and by yourself. You're both the ones who brought it up. So I don't know why you're upset with me. Why
Because
did
you're
you bring it back up
labeling
again?
me as a child abuser, and that is disgusting.
I'm sorry, what?
What do you not understand?
I didn't hear you because you were talking when I was.
Well,
You kind
it's
of have to wait
unfortunate
till people are done
have
so they
done
can
that
hear what
too.
you say.
You do that as well, Tiffany. I've been around the DC
Okay,
for a
say
bit as
what
well
you need
too.
to say.
I know what you're
What
doing.
did I say about you?
You're pathetic.
I'm not pathetic.
You are.
You are.
Okay, that's your opinion. You're welcome to have it.
Thank you.
What did you say that I do?
Thank you.
You are labeling me as someone
You
who
labeled yourself,
abuses
Ewok. I
children.
didn't label you. You said it. I didn't.
No,
I only
I
repeated what you
never
said.
said. Why?
Oh, by
I
the
would
way,
never
Tiffany
say
Marie,
that.
Tiffany
Yes.
Marie, I actually have a screenshot of you calling her a pedo if you want me to do a share
You have a
screen.
screenshot of me saying that Ewok is a pedo?
TM,
Ewok
Marcus will be
owns
free.
her.
I did was verified that the Ewok was a pedo. All I know
Yeah,
is
someone
that
called
she
her
is-
one. I
she-
said I didn't know she
wait,
was
wait, all
verified.
I-
That's
all
not
I
calling
said-
her a pedo.
All I know
Tim.
is, let me
I'm very
complete it.
surprised
All
that
I-
you're going to take this stance right now. That's
The
not what I
problem is
said.
that you cannot make an accusation like that. without
Calling
proof.
someone a pedo is not saying I did not know that it was verified because the person I was responding to said that she was.
Would you like me if I said like someone's called you a pedo and I said, someone called Tiffany Marie a pedo, and I heard that from so and so. Do you think that's an appropriate response for me?
People repeat things that are said all the time.
No, that's not. The answer is no. The answer you would never want.
You
me to
can't
say.
answer
Tiffany, you
something.
flat
I'm
out, we played it on your live, Jones, and she
Yeah.
flat out called them a kitty diddler channel multiple times. What the heck, lady? Now you're acting like you didn't say that?
Well, B.
You
Tim
were-
was trying to hold her feet to the
I
fire with that
know.
comment, and she ain't having it.
You think she's like
you
one of those
waiting to-
people who get so ragey they forget what they say and they're stupid?
Yeah, that's why she
rages?
goes. That's why when she lays in bed at night, she replays her arguments over and over. That's why.
Someone who is in a Discord with children.
I don't know because you haven't showed us a receipt that she was in that Discord.
Okay, I'm up here on this panel. I'm not screen sharing. What would you like me to
Do
do?
you have a timestamp?
You're
on
gonna
your live?
hijack the whole panel and pull up all this shit. There's a whole lot here. We'll be here for hours.
You
know,
already
I know,
hijacked it. You already hijacked it. And no, it doesn't take a few
It doesn't
hours.
take hours. It takes
Uh-uh.
a few hours to twist a narrative
Word
into
salad.
shit like you
Yep.
do, but no, it doesn't take
It
a few
takes a few
hours.
hours to confuse people into thinking
Mhm.
the way you want them to think, Tiffany Marie. But the evidence that you say supposedly speaks for itself only takes a couple of minutes. And we're about to watch it.
I
Why
can
don't
totally come
Ewok
back. I haven't
totally
heard you
owned
yet
her.
in exactly an hour.
Yeah, Ewok killed it.
Totally owned her.
She's
Like big
so
time.
calm.
I can come back, Queen Bee. You want to go through all this stuff with me? Because I have it all.
I mean, I would like
But
you
it
to
would
recommend a
literally
time.
have to be on my day off.
Okay.
Because I
Do you have
don't
a
have time to
timestamp?
do it right now. And Ewok, you're going to eat every single word you've said while you sit
I
here
think
and
you're
lie.
the one that's going to be eating something, Tiffany, because you have
Really?
stated
I don't think
multiple
so.
times that people are involved in child crimes.
My
You
track
cannot do
record is
that.
pretty fucking good, Ewok. When have I
No,
ever
it's
fucking
not.
made an
Remember when you
accusation
went
Mm-mm.
and
dismantled
lied on?
Nope, not at all.
Your track record's horrible, man. There might be 20 people that believe you on this platform because of all the BS that you have put out. I think it's
Yeah.
like one thing that this entire community is in agreement on. You're full of shit.
Yeah, you cray cray.
on
Michelle.
someone.
Remember when you
What are you
destroyed
laughing
Laura?
about? You're a little bit uncomfortable, huh?
I'm uncomfortable listening to you accuse me of child crimes.
I'm uncomfortable with the
that's
fact that you
disgusting.
plant yourself all around these panels to do with missing children when you were involved with a group of people that
We
was
were talking about
actually
dog handlers.
talking to little
Tiffany.
kids, Ewok.
Dog handlers. We were talking about
Dog handlers.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. And?
that's not a missing little kid. That's a dog
Oh,
handler.
so who was the dog handler for? Are we going to eliminate Sebastian out of this now? The dog handlers just showed up for what? You?
A dog
Oh,
handler is a dog
Is that how
handler.
easy you forget about Sebastian Ewok? Is
No,
that about a
it's just
missing
you
kid?
don't
Who's
have
the
to
dog
Look
tie
at
handler
her
for?
everybody to
twist.
everything.
Who's
Look at
the
that
dog handler for?
She is
You're
like
watching it in real time.
Yeah, you guys, that's the thing is like you have to pay attention to what she's saying. She twists so freaking quick. Your
Yep.
head will be spinning and you don't even realize it. But the problem with Tiffany Marie is she's done this to everybody. She's done this to too many people now. Everybody has called her ass out. Everybody has held her feet to the fire for her lies and her twisting and her narratives that nobody believes it anymore. And it's so much easier to catch. Like I said, you got like maybe 20 people buying into your BS, ma'am.
And that's just because she's confusing them.
Yeah. Jeez.
It's not for anybody.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Oh,
Thank
they
you
just show up,
perfectly.
Johnny, on the spot for no reason.
Oh,
So
you really
okay, so
struggle.
who
You
did
really
the dog
struggle.
handler show up for you?
Hold on. To be fair, the dog handler's fake.
course.
You asking about the dog handlers, babe? They're fake. Like that's why I said fake.
I know.
Fake
I
outright
totally
bullshit.
know. She's
Oh.
telling me that they were here for the dog handlers, and she's telling me it's not about a missing kid now. It's not about a missing kid. Okay, so I know all about the fake dog handlers. We have fake feds. We have fake all kinds of fake CIA.
Oh yeah,
agents,
speaking of
this,
fake feds, now
that.
I want to make something very clear. I never said that. I never fucking said
I know.
Deeks was Stacey Slay. I said she knows more about the shit than what she's saying, what she's putting
Oh,
on.
I'll get
what
that
she's
too.
putting out there.
So the other
Oh,
night,
That's all I
I'll
ever
be
said.
back, Joneson. I'll be back. Bitch, I'll get that too.
Oh my God. Okay.
Never fucking accused her of being Stacey Slay, the fake fed.
and I can back that up. And I said it on my live the other night that Stacey Slay when all this shit went on and you came to me and you were talking about Deets, you never came to me
I
and
think she
said
knows
that.
a little bit more than what she's saying.
I think she
I
does
still
too.
think that, but I mean that's just my opinion. You know what I mean?
I think
It
she
doesn't
does
mean
too.
shit.
But you did not tell me that Deets was Stacey Slay ever. She's literally lying out of her face, as most people do around here. Yeah, so I'll clear that up as well. I have all my messages with QB. She has never accused Deets of being Stacey Slay, not a day. We had a conversation about it, but this is what Deets does.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Thank you, Pecan Pie. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you for removing Tiffany Marie's comments about we. You gave her a couple of chances, and she kept on. But yeah, there is a Joneson. I believe it's rapper as well. He's going around talking about sleeping with my dad and all kinds of weird shit. So I appreciate that.
I just thought, like I said, I thought she I just thought she knew more about the situation than what she was putting out there.
I think
Maybe
you're
she
right.
does, maybe she doesn't. You know what I mean? But
Ewok knows about that
this is
shit
why
too.
people don't do things sometimes.
But
You know what I mean? They don't. But yeah, if you want to come, I mean, I can't. I mean, I ain't got a lot of time to stay on. I got to get going. It's 4 o'clock here. But if you want to come back and show your screenshots and your stuff and all that, yeah. I mean,
yeah, I do. We'll
later.
set it up. I'll hit you up and I'll make it very easy to absorb, and it won't even take long. I'll make sure it's perfect and in order, so it is very easy for people to follow. And Ewok can't lie her way out of a fucking paper bag ever.
I'm not lying about anything. Tiffany.
You lie through
I
your
have
fucking
told
face
you
all day,
multiple
bitch.
times. I have
Well,
not
you're okay
been
with it
in a
because you want to
Discord
prove
with
you're not
children.
lying, right? Ewok, that's so you're okay with it because you want to prove you're not lying.
Absolutely. She can put it
Okay, I
all out
just
there.
wanna make
Show
sure.
all the children that I was talking to. Please do.
Ewok, you're see what you just did right there? Show all
the children, because this is what the story you have concocted
That's
here.
not.
Oh, we got a visitor. Hold on just a second. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm not trying to infiltrate your show. I just want to say that I'm sorry that you're getting wrapped into this. I don't know what's happening. I don't understand. Like, I hear your name and my name and Trevor's name,
Mm-hmm.
and we've like rewritten the story. She's
Yeah.
completely rewritten the story.
She has.
Yes.
I don't really understand it either, to be honest.
I went back. I had to go back and from a year ago and look at my videos from a year ago to figure out what she was talking about. And it turns out that it seems as though she's taken like a couple of concepts from this place and this place and this place and put them all together where they don't belong.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's pulled in some extra people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's crazy.
So I don't know what you have to do with it.
Nothing.
I don't. Yeah, right. I know.
I commented in the jerks and I said that I wasn't wearing a bra either. And she immediately linked me in and was like, oh, so you're with them? You're part of this?
Seriously, it's ridiculous. It is. It's one of those, I saw you in so-and-so's chat, so you must be bestie frenzies with so-and-so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's very, very strange. And I am cool with the jerks, but they weren't. This is Angel talks too fast, right?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. That's who's on panel right now. Me, Laura, and Angel. Deets is coming back in a minute.
Hi,
but
Laura.
I do like the jerks, but like in that moment, they weren't even discussing Summer Wells. In that moment, they were talking about bras and going braless because TM, it drives her crazy that chasing streams braless. And so Deets had put in the chat that she was braless, and I put in the chat that I was braless, and it was like, oh my God, no way.
They say, I have heard, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that if you wear like underwire or if you wear like a really constricted bra constantly, you can actually like set yourself up for potentially getting some problems with breast cancer and things.
I've heard that same thing.
Yeah. So if there's a problem there, I'm like, okay, I don't
fuck these bras.
Let me just say, hold on. Let me just say, I wear a bra all the time, and I did get breast cancer. I'm not saying it's related. I'm just saying.
Laura, do you sleep with a bra on?
I do because I'm allergic to my own sweat. So my, like, you know how, you
catches it. Yeah.
And I would get all these hives. So I was like, you know what? If I just sleep in a bra, then I don't have to worry about it. So it's possible that that's how I got breast cancer. I don't know. But it's funny that you said that.
Maybe she doesn't need, maybe she doesn't need to wear one. And therefore she's jealous that perhaps other people need to.
Maybe. I don't know.
Just throwing that out there. I don't know.
Crazy as hell.
If I didn't have to wear it, I'd be tossing it all over the place.
Oh, yeah. I was on my way home from running errands yesterday, and it was so hot here yesterday. And as soon as I got in the car, done with my errands, done with the grocery store, I immediately took it off. I thought about making a video and showing Tiffany because I know it would set her off. Oh, my God, I'm driving down the road braless. How dare I?
But that's also why I've thought about getting implants or a lift or something so I don't have to wear a bra because they'd be lifted. But I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, because then you wouldn't have to worry about the sweat.
No. And I thought about it like my whole life, getting implants. And then I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. But then I have like years to decide if I want to do it, since breast cancer.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I still think I might just get them lifted. And I told my doctor, shit, you go through breast cancer, you better make my boobs look perfect.
Your insurance
Right.
should pay for reconstructive surgery. That's a
Exactly.
law.
Boobs.
But
So-
anyway, I'm trying to like avoid her because it's just not worth my time.
I agree.
But the things that I've heard so far recently, everything has been twisted and turned around, and the things that she's been saying have like little teeny parcels of truth surrounded by a bunch of lies.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you were someone new here, you would kind of sort of think that makes sense. But if you've been here for a long time, you would know that she's just intertwining different stories together to best serve her needs. And it's absurd and ridiculous.
I just think it's attention. That I don't think it's numbers or a channel. I think she needs the attention for her own ego.
Well, I don't know why she's after Trevor, but
Yeah, I didn't know she
I'm
was after
so
Trevor
upset
until
about that.
somebody said something about
Yeah.
it.
Who's Trevor?
Trevor Lee.
Mhm.
Oh,
she
Trev
was
time?
she was trying to say that he was skimming money off of a nonprofit thing for the Summer Wells Fund, the Reward Fund. But see, what I had said the other day was, why is she criticizing him when she didn't even send that check in herself? I mean,
Mm. That's
That
a
is-
good question.
just saying. I don't understand what she's saying about Trevor is completely false and a complete lie. But
Trev
you'd think,
time.
yeah, you'd think that she'd maybe think about that before she starts talking about it. But yeah.
Yeah, and he said today that his mom was doxxed in her chat too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's
That's so not cool.
right. I know.
And why? What was the point?
My guess is that she thinks that one of us has something that she wants. One of the people that she's named has something, or she thinks they have something. Like she thought I had a text message between Liplock and Penny or something. I'm like, why would I even have that? So it's like this
Oh, she's
bullying,
still obsessing
blackmailing.
over Penny?
Oh, forever. Yes. But so I'm assuming that she probably thinks that Trevor maybe has something that she has the right to have. I don't. This is what she does. She corners people into thinking they can't get out of it unless they give her something. That's what she tried to do to me. She told me that she was just going to continue to harass me every single day, all day, unless I gave her a screenshot of something.
That's so weird.
Mhm.
I would have given her a screenshot of carrots.
See, so I didn't have it anyways. Why would I? I'm not a person that's involved in that. But afterwards, then all of a sudden it was, Angel's covering up for trafficking and things. And now this year she's saying it's all intertwined. And oh my.
Hold on. Is that okay, Angel? Is that when you were struggling?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It was because of Tiffany Marie?
Uh-huh. Yeah, and Benny and Carl.
I am so sorry.
No, it's
Carly's
okay.
psychotic, and I don't even watch him, and I know he's psychotic. From the little bit that I did hear, Benny is just trash, and Tiffany is trash. Don't let them affect you.
It was in the moment, yeah, after the fact, I'm like, oh crap. But in the moment, it was just so thousands of people. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, but it doesn't matter. But like I came out of that. She made a big joke. She thinks it's absolutely hilarious. She's still talking about it today, in mocking me. She does it a lot. She makes fun of me a lot with that. So there's that. She likes to make fun of mental health.
Yeah,
So.
that's not okay. Don't allow her that power anymore. I
I agree.
agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't do that. I didn't know that's what it was, but I remember watching, and I was like really concerned because you were having a breakdown. It is what it is. Like they had pushed you to that point.
Yes, they did.
But I didn't know that it was all three of them and that they were just persistent with you.
Yeah.
I think I remember this. I vaguely
Yeah.
It wasn't too
remember.
long ago.
It was last September. They were convinced I had a screenshot of a text message that I didn't have. And they told me that they were going to keep bullying and harassing and tormenting me daily until I gave them this screenshot that I didn't have. And so it was like, it was bad. It was really bad. I mean, it was, I can't even, I think the live that was done was like 6 hours or something.
Did you make a couple of videos coming back at them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. I'm not gonna sit there and not say anything anymore because this
Good.
fear of Tiffany is ridiculous. There's no reason to be afraid of her. Who is she? She's nobody. She's
agree.
somebody on the internet that likes to make people feel bad. And so, when I came back, I'm like, I'm not afraid of her anymore. What? She's nothing.
Good for
to
you.
me.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pulling this time.
If it makes you feel any better, I did tell her to leave you alone back then.
Oh,
I didn't know about the Benny or Carl or any of that, but I was friends with Tiffany then. And I was like, Tiffany, look at her. Leave her alone already. So I did tell her that.
Yeah.
You see this, Laura Chasen said, a 1991 case. You read
it. I did say that.
All right, private chat. Let's see, 4330. I'm pulling up what deets.
I'm gonna hop down. I just wanted to come up and say, I don't know why you're in this, and
Me either.
In this, but whatever.
It's okay. Just know we got your back too, girl. Like,
yeah,
this isn't gonna keep going.
This is ridiculous.
I appreciate
it's so
that.
stupid to drag stuff up from years ago. It's like, how many times are you gonna rehash the same thing over and over again?
Just don't let them get to you, Angel, especially if this is the same stuff that made you have a breakdown the first time. Don't let it affect you.
I don't now because I know
they're not worth
that
it.
she's not worth my time, and
no,
she's so beneath me, obviously. So, all right, well, you ladies take care, and if you need anything, you know where I am in my little corner.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
All right, so here is the timestamp of what Tiffany Marie is claiming we said that she, took part in the bullshit. So it's actually 4330, but I'm gonna start it at 41 just to make sure we have all context.
Well, it seems that Chip had one of those fabulous YouTube resurrections. She's okay, everyone. Don't worry.
Thank goodness.
This way they die and they're resurrected in a new sector.
Every time. This time she's singing duos or duets, is that what they're called?
I believe this has happened several times with Bombshell's reputation. They started in one sector and been resurrected in another.
Well, thank the good Lord that you guys informed me, because I've been asked that question for over a year now.
And just so everybody knows, that person that was just speaking is Griffey, which is the one of them that Tiffany Marie is accusing of being in this underage Discord reading bedtime stories and shit.
All right,
have you?
Sorry. That
Yeah.
well,
you're back. Did you find it?
Yeah, that one took me a minute because my streams are long as hell. But I did find it. So where are you at on this one?
We just started this. I went back instead of starting at 43. I started at 41 just because, just in case. Yeah.
Griffey, do you want to tell everybody what happened with you and Chip, why you left and things like that, what you did for her channel?
Yeah, well,
just give them some background.
That is a very long and extensive story, which as my previous experiences on other panels explaining what had happened, I tend to talk myself in circles. So what I can do is we can basically fill anybody in from start to finish. And if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. What I can say is the last interaction I had with Chip herself was November 8th, 2021.
So it's been a while, almost 2
Yeah,
entire years.
it's definitely been a while. But it was what led me to leave Mystery Angels was a combination of factors. While I was there, and I mean, I was there
Thank
for
you,
2
James.
months in total. In that time, I noticed things, and the things that I
Thank you,
noticed
TJ.
were fraudulent, were bullshit, were outright lies. And when I called it out, yeah, there, there was ramifications and etc. I mean, you guys know me. I don't go into private business and stuff like that. I don't like putting people's stuff out there. But I did expose Chip for not being who she claimed to be. I did the one thing that I never in my life would do. I released recordings of myself and Chip having conversations to show everyone on YouTube that she is not who she's claiming to be. What's the first thing that Chip always said? She can't read. That was why I was needed for that channel. I was sent over there when I was at Nita's World. I was sent over to Mystery Angels to go and help with the technical aspects of that channel.
Because it
To
had
go
been
and
explained to you that this Chip lady had some mental health and physical health issues that would she would need some assistance with the
yes.
technical stuff.
Basically, I had helped Nita with her channel, with her first Restream Live, and all this, that, and the other. I managed Nita's channel for a while. I managed Mystery Angels for a while. But as I said, it was when I was at Mystery Angels, it was a period of 2 months, and I couldn't handle it anymore because the woman was a fraud. And I don't
Yeah, I
play with
remember.
stupid. I'm
You weren't
sorry.
there very long
Okay, pause
because I
it
was
there,
around for
Johnson.
all of that too. And Sharon's down in the chat. She's saying, I remember this.
Me too. Watching
Do you
in the
hear
bushes.
this,
Hey.
Johnson?
Yes.
Okay, right there is what I can only assume is Tiffany. If you go back just 10 seconds, what Tiffany is assuming where Tangeray and we admitted to being a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen again.
All right, let's go back. I went back 15.
I'm
You
sorry.
weren't there very long because I was around for all of that too. And Sharon's down in the chat. She's saying, I remember this.
Me too.
Did y'all hear that? Let's hear it one more time.
Keep going go a little bit longer after that though. They'll say it. They'll say
Okay.
it the exact context.
Okay.
Because I was around for all of that too. And Sharon's down in the chat. She's saying, I remember this.
Me too. Watching in the bushes. Hey.
It upsets me so much when people bring up this short period and act like you did something wrong and it defines you. No, as soon as you smelled shade anywhere, you took off quietly.
Yeah.
I've never known you or Stella to get involved in any of the bullshit ever. And it infuriates me when people come out with these crazy stories about you guys. So I wanted, to see if you guys wanted a chance today to kind of set things straight.
I mean, everyone knows I was over at
And then
Nita's channel. Tiffany has
that's
even
about
pointed
it.
that out.
Right there. We says, I was around too, watching in the bushes. Hey, they're admitting to being around during this time on YouTube. And there might be another spot where they say something similar, but they're not admitting to being in a Discord.
What a reach, Tiffany Marie.
That is a huge reach. It's a huge stretch. Even, I don't know if Stella and Griffey, were involved in it. You've got people that know Stella and Griffey saying no, they were helping and they dipped out really quick. And you heard her say she's the one who exposed her. So I don't
Yeah,
know where that's coming from, too.
but Deets, also, even if they were in the Discord, I use my Discord as an example. There are people in there I haven't seen in a year. There are people in there that I haven't seen in 2 years, but they're still in there. So technically they're in the Discord, but they're not active. They're not paying attention. I don't even know if they're still on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So even
I've
if
got a lot, yeah.
even if they were technically still in there, as long as they weren't active participants, then it's stupid to say, oh, you were in a Discord with them. Maybe they were, but doesn't mean they were active. Doesn't mean that they talked. Doesn't mean anyone even, knew anything.
Or if it was in a private room, like I'm in Jones's Discord.
Exactly.
Well, I'm a mod, so I see the room. But like she could have a private room that I don't see and stuff go down in it that I know nothing about. Like that's how Discords work, and anybody who has ever been in a Discord knows that.
Okay, let me make this very known. I have no private rooms.
No, I'm just using that as an example. I don't like Discord for this very reason, because it can be crazy and sketchy. So, but that doesn't mean they know anything.
But exactly. And B. Tim even asked her, Tiffany, do you have a screenshot? Do you have a screenshot from the Discord? Something to back up what you're saying. And she was like, no, it was on a live. They said it on a live. I don't have any.
They were around. They said, I remember all that. I was around back then.
Yeah.
And then we says in the watching from the bushes, like, I don't know how more clear they could be on what they were doing. They remember these channels and what these channels were up to. I don't know the channels. I never even heard of them till this mess. So, but obviously there are people that do. It's just wild to make that jump to that admission having something to do with whatever Chip was up to.
Agreed.
Me too. Watching it.
And I don't play with
you weren't there very long. Because I was around for all of that too. And Sharon's down in the chat. She's saying, I remember this.
Me too. Watching in the bushes. Hey.
It upsets me so much when people bring up this short period and act like you did something wrong and it defines you. No, as soon as you smelled shade anywhere, you took off quietly.
Yeah.
I've never known you or Stella.
You're muted, Johnson, if you're talking.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
I figured you were.
Tiffany, if this is what you're showing, I can't tell because you keep hiding your quote unquote proof. If this is what your proof is, girl, you are reaching, you are full of shit, you are lying, you are speculating, you are theorizing, you are putting a lot of harm on these women, and it's not okay.
No, it's very, very harmful. Very harmful. Chasing said, also, I didn't bring Chip's death to YouTube. Someone mentioned it to Daisy on the farm, then Ziggy, then my chat. I read the comment and said, yes, I heard that's sad. I never went to her chat. So she was just reading a comment from her own chat, and now that's been twisted into Chasing's the one who told everyone on YouTube Chip died.
They were dead. Yep. I heard her the other day.
I think I just figured it out.
What?
And especially because she's sticking up for Clue left and right. She saw all the negative attention that Clue got, and she couldn't run around saying I'm racist. So this is her way of getting that same attention that Clue got from all these different channels. That's my opinion.
I mean, it's very possible, but her needing attention is not an excuse to be fucking doing this to these women. It's crazy.
It is. I don't think that's it. I think Tiffany believes this stuff. I
You don't
truly
think
do.
that's it? All
No,
right.
I think she believes this wholeheartedly. I think she's
All right, y'all talk for a
something's
second. I got a TT, and then
something's
we'll go over
okay.
this other one.
Something's a little loose up there, but I think she believes this in her soul, in her spirit. We won't say soul, in her spirit.
Oh, you don't think it's like strictly an attention thing?
No, I
Really?
don't. I don't.
Okay.
Not with her.
You just think she's psychotic?
Jason said, I believed it though. She appeared sick. Yeah, I do, Laura. I don't know what her illness was or chips. And then Pearl said the other night that, Chip could no one knows if Chip's dead or alive. There's like they've tried to find proof of that. She said that today here in Jones's stream. If people would give her, because Pearl is over there in the UK, if they would give her a little not doxer, but something to go off of to try to, find she could verify if the person is actually dead or not. But I don't think that that's actually what anyone wants. They want to just keep this BS going.
So who is the weirdo who
Yeah,
did
I'm with chasing. It can't be just Clue. It's gone on way too long and too many
who
people.
who is the person that played, not the person that played the video, the person that was actually in the video, the creator that was saying, oh, come the one that was saying to the kids, come into my Discord, because I mean that is
That
a real
was
video.
that was the Chip lady. I think that's her name is Chip. Her channel was called Mystery Angels, and then she started, and that's what just piecing this all together recently. That's what they're saying. Stella and Griffey were helping with was the original Mystery Angels channel, and then Chip decided to make Mystery Angels Junior, and that was targeted towards children.
Which is weird.
It's very freaking weird. That's why I said, like, should that be called out and addressed?
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
yeah.
If you heard those clips of what she was saying, like, it's warped, it's
Yeah, I agree.
wrong, something's off. I hope to God someone reported that to any type of authority, if they've got the links to it or something. But it's a jump of what she's doing with all the other stuff. What
So,
Tiffany's
but
doing.
what I'm asking is, if you scroll through like YouTube, there's some wacky ass people on YouTube. Wacky.
Mhm.
How did that person get connected to Summer Wells community?
I don't know. Someone who was around back then would have to tell you.
Like, was she even part of Summer? Like, I had never seen her or heard anything about her until Tiffany and them brought it out, originally. And that's why I'm like, if you scroll through YouTube lives, I'm telling you, there are some crazy ass people. Crazy.
Yeah. Mel
And
said that she came during Summer Wells. That's when she found her. So maybe she just came with the Summer Wells.
Chip stated
she
from
came in
scratch.
Summer
Tiffany
Wells,
said.
or did they scout her out?
I have no
Ooh, I
idea.
don't know.
Because I kind of feel like they took some crazy person on the internet. Oh, she was part of Summer's community. Okay. Joyce said she was part of it. Okay.
Well, they mentioned, and yeah, through Nita, that was mentioned earlier, and I don't know Nita's world either, but apparently Chip had something to do with Nita's channel,
Yeah,
and
I
so
heard
did those
somebody. I
other
think it was
people.
Pearl that said that earlier.
Yeah. I don't know who that one is either.
But it just goes to show, listen, Chip was up to some funky shit, okay? The type of shit we should call out, but Tiffany Marie is using Summer and what Chip was doing and dragging other people into it, and it's not okay. It's
Basically, at this point, almost the rest of the entire community, Carl and Tiffany and Benny, have connected
Angel
to Chip
was just up
somehow.
here.
Huh?
Angel, she was just up here while you were looking for that Queen Bee link. She came up and said that Benny and Tiffany Marie were harassing her September of last year because they thought she had a screenshot pertaining to Penny and someone else.
Yeah, some wacky stuff. I remember that though. It was really
I
sad.
remember something going on about that. I do. But I had a lot of other stuff going on in real life, so I don't remember
And
all
Soup
the
said she
details.
only learned of Chip from TM.
Me
Yeah,
too.
Well,
same.
regardless, it's just a funky person that ended up here, and people are being drug into it.
Yeah, and they shouldn't be. They absolutely shouldn't be.
Hey, Dad. So what is this? This one is where you
Oh.
said, because Queen said, let me correct this. I never
That
once.
she never said I was Stacy Slate. Yeah, I put the
Yeah.
timestamp.
Yeah, I got it.
Go 49.
Okay, I started it at 48:44. So let's see this.
Well, skip ahead a little bit, cause
Okay.
yeah,
49 what?
just 49 straight on. That'll be good.
I couldn't take the 10 if I tried.
All right, let's hear this.
Wasn't the reason. It was fucking supposedly Benny and Tiffany and the shit they found out with Mama Steph, and she heard they used to be Mama Steph, and then the fake fucking Fed that
Oh.
supposedly she was this fake Fed account and all kinds of shit. It was fucking
What? What was that?
Yeah.
Supposedly she was this fake Fed account. Quit saying I'm lying on shit. I can
Well, I
always back
didn't.
it up.
I wasn't sure, Deets, how to take it when she said that, because I felt like she was trying to say, Tiffany Marie, don't put that on me. I didn't say
Yeah.
that. I was going by what you and Benny said.
When she said it today?
No,
Yeah.
today what she said was, I didn't say that she was the fake Fed. What I said was that she knows more than she's letting on.
Mhm.
That's what I said.
And then in this clip, it just showed her saying that you were supposedly
Yeah.
the fake Fed.
Supposedly. So I don't know. Where'd she get that from then? I'm guessing Tiffany. But either way, I'm not, and I don't know more than I'm letting on. I've put out in another video everything I knew and everything I researched about that. And I don't think too many people on this platform would actually go through and share all of their own private messages on those things. But I sure have. But keep
Because her
going.
and Benny got stoned one night, and I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
the voices sound alike. That's Stacy. You know what, Benny? You're so right. Let's call That's how it went down.
Here's the link to the Jerks video, the proof from Tiffany Marie. I just posted it in the chat. Y'all save it if you think you need to. And the timestamp was, what was it? 43:30.
Mm-hmm. You're right. It's not okay to accuse people of wild shit, but yet so many do it around here.
Often.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad we were able to debunk that one too, because I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if she had actually said it. But here we are.
She did. There's like that whole live the link I dropped. I don't want you don't have to play it all, but like the whole thing is this whole run around her and Biddy did. I had come out and said that, like, I was being accused of this because Benny had came out and there was a clip that I think Indy was doing making fun of you, and you clipped it and gave it to me. And it's where Benny says that he had been around Queen Bee's channel for a long time trying to get information on me, and he's like, I put a lot of work into that and I'm not going to do that again because Queen Bee lied to me. And I wasn't even accusing her, like Queen at the time. I said Benny said this shit. Then we played that clip and then played where she goes on to say that yes, I was the fake Fed shit. And then that I know
she was
a
being
lot
a smart
more.
ass.
She was. And that's the thing. When they're angry and they say all this shit, I do think they forget it. But it doesn't undo the fact that you put it out there into the atmosphere. That's what Tiffany's doing over and over and over. I think she's got different motives. I don't know what they are, though.
Well, I also wanted to share, because this does kind of tie into what Tiffany Marie is accusing a few of these ladies of, because regardless if you like Laura or not, she shared her experience of being called a pedo and having law enforcement and Child Protective Services show up at her house. And I watched this morning, and it was so sad. And it just goes to show, like, This shit don't help anybody. It hurts people. It hurts the system. It takes time away.
It hurt kids. My kids would
it hurt Laura's kids.
Were horrified. Horrified.
Yeah. And so take your personal feelings about Laura and put them to the side for right now. Okay? Take your personal feelings, put them aside, and just watch this.
Come on.
So, what you're watching is Laura streaming one of her old lives where she showed the video of law enforcement and CPS coming.
To fucking hit record video.
You got paint all in your hands.
Huh? Can I help you?
Yeah, we just need to talk to Sage.
Okay. Now, mind you, I'm dumbfounded. Like, okay, why are there cops at my door at 12 o'clock in the fucking afternoon asking for my 15-year-old? No idea. Like, I'm dumbfounded.
Spivey, I understand what you're saying. I'm not pretending to know anything about this back history. What I do know is this is wrong no matter what.
There's no back history.
I don't know.
Come here.
No, Laura has not shared any kind of whole story with me. I literally seen this morning because I didn't know we were going to be going over the Tiffany Marie stuff. So I already had this queued up for the discussion today. But then the TM stuff came up and I feel like it goes right along with it because it is people going real life and affecting others. What's up, bud? Can I show you? Yeah. Thank you. I love you.
Why?
You got a son at their house?
Yeah.
Okay. We just received a phone call about just some kind of incident.
Wait, hold on a minute. Why don't you go back inside for a minute? Let's brief them all.
What kind of incident?
To our knowledge, she has been sexually assaulted.
What?
Possibly.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. They have taken this too far.
What?
I'm a YouTuber, and this shit goes on nonstop. And now all of a sudden I'm molesting my child?
Not you.
Not you.
So I'm the only one that lives here with my kids.
Exactly. This supposedly happened with the brother did it, not you.
Oh my God.
Okay, now we'll get into it. That was video 2. By the way, that talking is all the original video. That wasn't me talking last night.
Yeah, no. It's all of what Laura is streaming.
By the way, this got delivered here.
What? Yeah.
So what's going on? The phone call.
This happened in April of 2020. It was right as everything shut down. I was redoing Sage was like depressed. So that's when I started redoing a whole room. So we were painting, but nobody could leave the house. And it was April when everything shut down.
What was supposedly from you leaving a voicemail to DHR representative?
I have not called the cops. I've been laying in bed all day watching TikToks.
I've been painting furniture.
Okay.
And you're late.
Yeah.
That's the call that we got. So it was just a welfare check to make sure that you're okay and to, I guess, be more digging into it to see what all happened. But supposedly you called DHR in Limestone County and told them that your brother had molested you.
Why don't you call Limestone County?
If people move from different locations, if they was with, I got you. If say you was ever in Limestone County and you had whatever contact with whatever agent that was over you, that still would be your normal point of contact. So that's our understanding of what's kind of going on. So
you don't look in distress.
Yeah,
So.
you don't seem in distress.
Her brothers
You don't
are
seem-
twins. They're twins.
Yeah, and that was yeah. So that was a call we was giving. I'm gonna
give her the event number because she wants to get an attorney. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting an attorney. This is crazy.
I don't know how they're going to track it, but
this is crazy.
Lots of event number.
Is this the first time, or is this like something similar happening?
DHS was called, DCF, whatever, was called, when was that? November 19th from YouTube. It was somebody from YouTube. I do YouTube full time.
You can make phone calls to YouTube?
No, but people find out who you are and they want to shut you down or they want to do stuff to you, so they'll swat you, they'll do whatever. That's why.
No, Okie.
What are you doing on YouTube?
My dogs are freaking out again now.
I actually do.
I just now I'm
She was like,
I'm just now discovering what YouTube is.
she's like, somebody's here. And I'm like, so go answer it. She's like, I don't want.
Now there's somebody at my fucking door.
Okay, Spivey. They said,
Are you fucking kidding me?
You
Like,
can hear
oh,
them say, oh,
don't
my
even get me
goodness.
started on this fucking bitch. Spivvy, I'm starting to think you called.
Well, I don't think that's fair to put on but a person, but I don't like this either. No one called on her. The call came from her. No, that's not what they said though. They said there was a call. If you listen to it, the officer said that the call came in about the situation. And it was actually sent into the wrong place, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
that it was
they
the
called
other
in.
house.
They called in the wrong county. They had the wrong address. They had my old address, and that's why it took them so long because they first the other county had to contact our county, and then they went to the old house, and then the old house they had to come to our house. So
And I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I just wanted people to see like this shit is so not okay. I
No,
don't
it's
give a fuck
not.
what's leading up to it. I don't give a fuck about that back history, back and forth. If Laura did the same to someone else, I would say the same thing. And you know, it honestly made me think about when Queen and Ask Your Bartender had played that, or Queen played the Ask Your Bartender video about what Laura said with her child in the shower. And I clipped it. And now I understand why people that were in my comments talking about defects needed to be called. I understand now why Laura was holding me accountable for that, because it was on my channel and it is a dog whistle. It 100% is.
Well, there's people over there under Tiffany Marie's community post asking if things have been turned, if law enforcement have been contacted. I don't know anything about the chip situation, nor have I ever been in a Discord that's ever had a minor in it. And yet there are people asking if law enforcement have been called, if DCFS have been called. I don't even have a minor in my home, and people are over there asking that shit.
Thank you, Jason.
That's what makes it so wrong is the dog whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Because okay, maybe the creator who might not be willing to go that far, they'll just put that community post out. But there could be someone crazy that reads that and is willing to take it that far.
Yes, that is the point. The main point is it is traumatizing to the kids. Like, y'all got to be able to separate and compartmentalize. Like, if you hate Laura, then hate Laura. But look at that. Look at what her kids went through with that phone call to CPS.
I was just gonna say that Spivvy, I know you're still mad that I ignored you, and you're never ever gonna get over it. I apologize. But let me also state this. There was no back and forth that ever warranted my children getting accused of sleeping with each other. There was no back and forth with anybody. There was no history that I had with someone that was so horrible that they would do that. So if the more Spivvy speaks, the more I'm thinking that she's involved in it. I really am.
She said up here earlier, she's not Marissa.
I know she's not. What is Marissa?
I think that was her implying Marissa called.
Marissa did not call. Marissa knew my address. And I wasn't even fighting with Marissa. Marissa's not a CPS caller. But the fact that that people are saying, oh, you going back. No, there was no back and forth that warranted what happened to my children. And if you play the video a little further, you can see the true impact that it has on a child of 15 years old who was accused of this.
But even
they were
if
heartbroken.
Even if she was going back and forth with someone at the time, think about your favorite creator now. And I'm talking to everybody in the chat. Think about your favorite creator and if they have a minor child and they are in a back and forth on YouTube drama thing and someone does this to them, to your favorite creator. There's nothing, I agree with you, Laura. There's no back and forth that any drama could create that this would then be acceptable for anyone at all, period.
And to even bring Phoenix in it. Phoenix was a 15-year-old boy, autistic. Why was he being he was never on YouTube? He's like Sage has been on my channel here and there, but he's never been on my channel. Why are you dragging him into this? Are you jealous of him or something? Like I never understood it. But yeah,
they did it to hurt. I'm guessing the person did it to hurt you, but they don't realize that
it hurt them.
It hurts our kids.
Absolutely.
Also, because I don't want to play the part where Paige and Phoenix get so riled up because it can be triggering, but I just posted Laura's link to that specific live. If you want to go listen to it, you can. It's fucking terrible. Yeah, they're older now. Well, one of them's not, right?
Yes. Phoenix is 19, Sage is 19, and Dayton's almost 17.
Okay, so they're the twins.
Yeah, they know I'm playing. They know I played it.
Yeah. CPS calls traumatize the children. Stop that shit. And the reason, it was meant to be. Listen, I was scrolling through Laura's YouTube live from, I think it was last night, and I seen it. And then at the same time, I know that a dog whistle has been done on me, Deets, and Chasing by Tiffany Marie just the other day. Do not wait. Yeah, that's exactly why Laura played it. And that's what I was saying. I appreciate that Laura stood up against that bullshit. Because, even after she played the video, she went in to explaining why she played it. And the explanation was, this is what can happen. I get it. People don't like Laura, but you got to be able to look outside of that a little bit,
Yeah, but half of them don't even like me for the wrong reasons. Some of the people don't like me just because they don't like me. That's fine. But just like I said in the video, I get accused all the time. You raised money for a lawyer and blah, blah, blah. And you're a scammer. It was from that video. Even the cops told me get an attorney. Of course I was going to I try to get an attorney. But that is the exact video that people freak out about and call me a scammer for, raising money for an attorney. Well, watch the video. Tell me you wouldn't raise money for an attorney.
Well, if you can't find who did it, then even if you did, what can you do? You've got to be able to find proof of who did it before even an attorney would matter,
And it was during COVID, the heart of COVID, like April 2020.
Yeah, Tia, you're right. False CPS calls take resources away from children that are truly being abused. And I know there's a lot of jerks in the chat, and I'm not a fan of Ziggy, and she has had false CPS calls made on her, and that shit's wrong too. She's had her daughter they have came and questioned her and her daughter about things. It's just people take stuff way too far, and they do these things thinking that, oh, it's just going to hurt that creator, when no, it's wasted resources. It's hurting an innocent child. I agree. There's no back and forth that warrants that ever.
And in Alabama, that shit stays on your record for 5 years. So Phoenix and Sage are in DCF records until they're 20. That's disgusting.
Okay, she said she posted an hour ago that said, damage control much? Pay attention if you can manage to think for yourself and you're not a sheep. Jesus Christ. So this is a dog whistle, Dad.
I said it in the chat earlier. I said if you address it, you're triggered and your cleanup crew. If you ignore it, then you're running from it and you're scared because like it doesn't matter what you do, she's gonna twist it into something negative.
Yep. This is, let me read this to Dad. So Dad, Tiffany Marie posted, Chasing Truth, Deets, Jonesin. If this is how you care for and protect your own children or any child ever left in your care, they all need to be checked on immediately. Not a single one of you should be left alone with any child ever, period. End of story. That is a dog whistle. She is trying to get people to reach out to law enforcement, child protective services, all of the things.
That's gross as fuck.
I gave Chasing over $14,000. What? You see that?
Mm-hmm. See, so then you got somebody right here. It says, I hope you have contacted law enforcement. If not, can I have a link to your video so I can?
Right there.
That's the kind of stuff that happened on your video. So I'm glad you now understand.
Yeah, I do get it now. And it's one of those things where like, you know, it's important and you can understand what a dog whistle is, but you just don't see the severity of it until it happens to you, whether that's selfish or what, but I totally get it now. She said, I gave Chasen over $14,000 since the start of Summer's case. I'm ashamed, embarrassed, and betrayed and won't never use the name I went by ever again. I doubted you because of things people would say, and Benny too. Please thank Benny because I didn't never get the chance to thank him for all the things he did when he was here. I gave her so much money to him. I should have listened. I believed her and didn't see what I do now. I'm sorry because I was in chats where they dehumanized you and made you an object, and I know why they did it now. You are the only one who isn't afraid of them. Benny too. Why is she covering up for them when they admitted about those kids? I watched everything and watched what they did to you after you ended your live. Thank you. I'm a nanny of Jesus Christ. Thank you. I'm a nanny of 6 grandkids, and you have shown and proved you would protect mine like your own. Never change, Tiffany Marie. We need more of you in here. Don't let them break you. Summer needs you. Other kids need you. I will support you. I do support you.
Okay, I'm going to guess that's probably Tiffany.
Is that a new account? Like, was it?
I don't know. Crime on my mind. Joined March 1st, 2024.
Oh, and yet she gave Chasing 14 grand.
Yep.
Last year.
I have seen that account around.
And then she says right here that again, she says, Tiffany, I'm sorry. Please accept when you see this. I owe you so many. Apologize. And then she corrects it. Notice
how she's not giving Tiffany a super thanks, though. I mean, he gives another creator 14 grand. I would expect some kind of tip if you're going to apologize.
Chasen, who gave you 14 grand, Shawty? Jesus. This is just, it's just, the whole point was to just show that the shit does happen and it is dangerous. And
all it takes, like I said last night, all it takes is one fucking crazy person. Just and there's tons of them out there. Tons. People get mad at you if you ignore them. People get mad at you if you look at them wrong. If you don't say the right thing to them. Hey, Papa Jones. People freak out. They hate you. They talk about you for days and months and years. just because, you ignored them once. And these are CPS callers. These just never know. I mean, the people that I've come across, some craziest people I've ever known. There was one girl in drama. Her son killed a couple of people, and she used that as a crutch. And it was just like, whoa, she's crazy. This one's in jail. Look at Michelle. She's a good example. You know who I mean? MGL Sabati. She's fucking crazy. People are nuts.
Yeah.
Well, I think the thing to remember too is that if you're watching all of this from the sidelines, if you're a creator and you're thinking, "Oh gosh, this is messed up. I don't want anything to do with it, and I'm glad I'm not a part of it." All Nonsense did was laugh in a chat last night about bras. All I did was help a fellow creator research a topic. You will eventually, if you are a creator in this sector, at one point or another, Tiffany Marie is going to implicate you in some shit. Just wait. It'll happen.
Yeah, and be ready for it.
It won't be funny then.
She has fought with everybody at one point or another. Literally everybody.
I can't think then they become friends and fight and become friends and fight and become friends. This platform's so wishy-washy.
Well, Chi-Town, I don't speak for Deb, but I can say we are not. Actually, I am going to speak for Deb. We're not people that carry hate in our heart. We love to give chances, whether it bites us in the ass in the long run or not. Me and Laura went back and forth, tit for tat. Things were said by both of us.
Now we're besties.
Yeah, now we're besties for the resties with bracelets. So, yeah,
That's
I don't
right.
know. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't mean I agree with everything Laura does or says, and she doesn't agree with everything I do or say. But I'm just the type that I like to try to understand the good and bad, because I hope people understand that with me. So that's the easiest way.
And also, here's this is a good time to discuss this too. I did hold some anger at Jonesin. And I wouldn't say anger, I'd say resentment that she would go on panels and she'd go after tragedy pimps and this and that. And yet she had a dog whistle out for me. And no matter what I said, I couldn't get her to understand. And she probably thought I was extra sensitive or I was being a bitch. And then we just kind of let it go. And then with this coming up and her acknowledging that, it feels good that she realizes it. And it's like, okay, now she understands what I was talking about. And like, I think all that resentment is just gone. It's like, now I don't have any resentment anymore. Now she gets it.
And now when we fight, I just rage and I ignore her for a day or two and then everything's fine.
Exactly.
It is what it is. I don't know.
And then they both tell me how pissed they are at each other. And I'm just like, yeah, you guys suck. You both suck.
Deets is like the middle ground.
Just ignore it.
Because I didn't realize, I didn't take it as serious as it probably was to Laura back then, because I made the video and then I went on about my business. I didn't, I went and cut grass and did yard work, and I came back to a shit show going on. And now I realize, yeah, that is. And I know Captain Napton, she was in there and she was trying to delete the comments where she seen them, but they were still relentless. They were still coming in saying that DCH or DHS or whatever should be called on Laura. And I just, it, when I watched Laura's video of her kids, that shit, man, that hurt my heart for her kids. So I wish I would have realized it back then, because it is so serious.
Let me clear something up. The Wandering Sub, nobody gave Laura our Nunya bracelets. Our Nunya bracelets, those are our touch, we can feel each other with the friendship
Perfectly
bracelets that me and Nunya and Jonesy have. Steve, man.
We talk telepathically.
Oh, you didn't know I got one too? None
You
you
gotta.
didn't tell you she sent me one?
It's a
Oh,
different one. You got like one of those junior high braided bracelets from None. Yeah.
you know what? You know what? Since you want to be like that, D, it's fine. I am sending Jonesy the top of the line pro friendship bracelet and matching braided hair, and you are
Braided
getting
hair.
nothing. I
Oh
am
my
getting nothing.
darn it.
Am I going to be able to telepathically know what you're doing too, Laura?
It has a
Lord,
little
do I
camera
want to
on it.
know?
Good to see
Don't
you,
even have to worry.
Henry.
There's camera on it. You'll
Hey,
know
Jason.
sometimes. And Deets gets nothing.
Nothing. It's all good. It's just so crazy that people are like, "Oh my god, you guys are besties." Like they're not braiding each other's hair, y'all. They're getting along in a sector that they're both creators in. It's not.
Yeah,
not
we
hard.
just talk shit to each other and then keep it moving. It's not that serious.
Exactly.
Can I share something really quick?
Fuck no. Yeah, go ahead.
You motherfucker.
Your mother's all.
Your mother's like, huh? Not your mother, though.
No, I want you to call my mother a whore. Do it.
I will not do it.
That fur baby.
She's
the
coming to share the
bestest.
14 grand.
Yes,
coming
I
to
need
share
to
the
share the
14 grand.
14,000, and none of you are getting any of it. So this is what I was talking about. This is how people are crazy on here, okay? But then I'm going to show you who this person is, just so that you can see. Kit, I know you guys have seen this person around. Kit and Capoodler. She's been around for a long time, right?
Yeah, I've seen her.
She was in my
Everybody's
chat not too
seen
long
her.
ago.
What?
Yeah, she was in my last live whenever I had that a year ago.
When I show you who this is, you are going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about
No
right now?
way.
Okay.
Okay. Jesus
Kitten Capoodler
Christ.
says underneath TM's post, she has been the biggest troll, hurricane, liar, curator. Keep that word in mind. Since on the YouTube streets, she is very abusive and angry. Ventic woman.
Who's she talking about?
Me.
Jason.
With others. She backpedals when she's caught, yet there are receipts. She thinks no one should ever not side with her. She manipulates everyone to trust and believe her. She has no friends, because I hate people, bitch, as
That's
all
not
her
true.
friends are in her phone. I wonder why. She says, don't bring your kids to YouTube, but every live she brings hers on. She cried more about her dog being put down than her daughter getting attacked by one, and now most likely to have damages for life. Oh, and in so much pain, but won't give her one prescribed pain pill, as she may get addicted, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. So she will allow her to suffer. But dang, a dog gets hurt, will give them the pain meds. She locks her dogs in cages so long that one tore up his bed.
He wasn't in the cage. That's why he tore up the bed.
Exactly.
Sorry.
He was
Let
not
me
in
shut
the
up.
fucking cage, you asshole.
Oh
He was
my
having a
gosh.
potty in there with his friggin' fluff that he put everywhere. She speaks to her husband just as you said, but thinks it's a joke, not thinking how this triggers DV people. I want you to tell everybody about this toxic woman on these streets. Okay. Kitten Caboodler. So I went and I clicked it and I'm like, well, this is weird. Liar is spelled wrong. She calls us curators. I know who says curators. It's a very
heard that
interesting
before.
word. So, curators. Miss Harmony.
Miss Harmony.
Miss Harmony. Okay. So,
Oh, Miss Harmony.
Miss Harmony. Oh my goodness, honey. What are you out here doing, bish? You crazy. Now wait. So this is the picture that Miss Caboodler uses right here. Kitten Capoodler.
Caboodler.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Get down, dog.
What is your new thumbnail? I'm not
So I
sure I like that.
tagged her and said, do we need people from the Kanika Jenkins community to tell the truth? Or are you going to stop lying? So then I edited it because you can see edited because she kept going. So I tagged Huggy Pacino. This is another. Here's Miss Harmony after I went and tagged Miss Harmony on Twitter and said, you better stop fucking playing with me. She goes over to TM's and comments as herself. I appreciate your truths about her CT purposely and deliberately, spelled wrong, worked very hard to ruin every possible thing for me on the YouTube streets from 2017 to 2024 and then some, but
And then
no
what-
one will believe me.
Are you
XOX.
are you trying to ruin things for her in the future and then some?
And then who fucking replied to her? Well, my God, kitten.
Oh my
couture.
gosh. I can't with people.
Oh my God, lady. So somebody commented under here.
It's almost
Where
like
are you?
someone trolling you under one name and then changing it to
Oh
another.
my God, it's so funny.
instantly.
Oh, Miss Harmony lied and used my community and Photoshop photos claiming to be in Idaho. Yes, she surely did.
remember
Oh,
that.
and the stuff I found looking into this. I'm so sorry of my support. Thank you very much. Yep. She has been around since the Kanika Jenkins days. Now, we gave her a chance, okay? TM did comment under here earlier, but apparently she's removed it. Why is that? Why did you remove your comment?
Casing, you're so vindictive.
I know.
So you think it's her because she used the word curator?
Oh, I know it's her. 100%.
And the streets and like the other
And the street. She's 100% it's her.
misspellings.
Yeah.
Yeah, misspellings.
It's her. But she's been a lot of fake things, right? But if you look on my community wall, strangely, what's on here? So this is yesterday. That's 2 days ago. Wait, what? This is 4 months ago. I never claimed Tibori was lying or fabricating or not recalling the issue correctly. My whole issue is Jody Sue is convoluting two situations. They are not the same. One was a lady who isn't or wasn't in this country because Miss Harmony is in another country, claiming she had certain skills regarding videos and photos that could help us in the Kanika Jenkins community see things in the photos. The other person is pretending to be an actual active FBI card team law enforcement person actively working on the Summer Wells case. Additionally, Jody is insinuating the two are the same fucking people or created by the same group, which would be me, Adrian and Jenny, maybe Dietz now, I guess, whoever else she throws into our fucking group, which they weren't in the KJ community. So how's that even possible? But whatever. None of it makes sense. But I was accused today of covering for this Miss Harmony. She is an older lady. I have tried to just say, she did explain it. CIA doesn't mean like the United States CIA. She said it's like a criminal analyst of photos or something. Let's just give her that. Fine. She's not even in our fucking country. Let's just give her that. That's me covering for her. That's me covering for a fake CIA person. No, all she does is Photoshop herself into vacation pictures. And
I remember that. You showed us.
You've seen it, right?
You guys, it's a really bad Photoshop. I did a Photoshop yesterday that was 1,000 times better than what she did.
Chasen, did you see Yep's comment? She said,
Yes,
Chasen, get this. The last community post from Miss Harmony 1 month ago is yours.
Of course. Of course it is.
It's your video.
Of course it is.
Chasing, I have a question though. Before
My
I
video that she shared. Like
before I jump down, Chasing, I got a question.
What?
When I met you, and I'm not asking you to get into details, but when I met you, Tibori seemed like an intelligent, smart individual.
Yeah.
How is she still buying Tiffany's garbage? I saw her in there yesterday as a mod. I'm like, Tibori, how do you not see this? How do you not see what a fucking psycho she is?
I don't know.
So Tibori the longest.
I do.
Did I misjudge her?
No.
Did she have a breakdown? I don't know.
No, T's very smart. We fell out because of people I'm around, I guess. I don't know.
But even falling out still doesn't excuse her backing Tiffany and thinking that what Tiffany's saying is correct.
Well, when you're angry at people, you know,
Yeah, but
some
it's been
people
like,
let that cloud.
yeah, we
their-
never got into it though. We never argued. T and I never had an argument, a fight. She just didn't come around. That was it. And I mean, I know how T operates, so I was like, okay, she's not here. So I
Bonsoir. Est-ce que je suis ici? Am I here? Am I here?
You're here. You're
Okay,
here. Hey,
thank you. Just finish your conversation. I'll wait.
I'm sorry. Who's that?
That's
Miss
Frenchie.
Frenchie.
Sorry, I got
Oh,
the.
Miss Frenchie. Hi. No, she just, you know, T just. That's how T moves. She's not going to come and start drama. She's just like, okay, I'm good. If I see something, the way T moves is if she sees something that persists or she's not okay with, she removes herself from the situation.
And that's why I'm surprised she's still with Tiffany, because I know she doesn't like drama. And like I said, when I met her, I always liked her. I just thought she was very intelligent and smart and funny. And I just can't believe that all this crap that Tiffany and Benny, and she's been there the whole time. I'm like, whoa.
It's very painful. It's very, 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 it's on a personal level painful.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. So, I mean, for the important things, I know I'll hear from T, like my daughter's injury, you know, that kind of stuff. And it's just, it is what it is. You know, if she's happy over there, then that's where she feels comfortable. I get it, you know.
Well,
I don't think she buys any of this bullshit. You know, all the ring and all. I don't think. I would say she doesn't, but I can't speak for her, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How is your
Oh, sorry.
How is your daughter?
She's good. We just had a surgery follow-up, actually. And that's another thing. Of course, I didn't come on here to talk about my daughter. I never came on to talk about my daughter's injury. The first time anybody on here even heard of it was when I sent it to Cherry in the Glarus stream, and I only sent a piece of her arm to show the comparison to John O'Keefe's arm to my daughter's arm. And I sent like a covered piece blurred out of her arm, just saying, yeah, you know, it is kind of similar, but who knows? I didn't even talk about it on here, you know? So of course I didn't come on here. And I mean, I haven't even talked about Moosh publicly. I've had Moosh, you know, since she was 6 weeks old. It was really difficult. I cried when George died. Okay. George Jones's chicken.
God.
Like,
it was so hard.
Moosh.
She
Like, I
really
can't-
did. She did.
Man, I was broken up when George went. I was like, I can't deal with this shit. Nope. So Moosh, man, if I ever came on here, I would be fucking laying on the ground. I cry about Moosh when I go to bed. That's it. So it's just, I don't know. I Miss Harmony is mad that I am not going hard in the paint for her. And I'm not going to. If she keeps pushing, I'm going to put out everything. And I don't want to.
Better stop, Miss Harmony. I'm
I don't wanna
surprised
do
you
that.
linked this. I mean, which I don't know much about Miss Harmony, but
Well,
I
you
think
don't
it's
wanna
great
know.
that you linked it and you figured it out. I mean, hell, we have been clearing up all kinds of bullshit today.
Yeah, she knows that I know. That's why she came back and commented with her real name. And then the only one person who replied is her troll account. I'm like, bitch.
You fell
you
right
know,
into my trap, Johnson.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
into
right
my
into it.
trap.
So crazy. Yeah, her. I won't even discuss her, the TM person. Nope. Like I said,
Well,
I'll
I'm
handle
just
that.
joking
It's
about
going to be
that.
handled 100%. Absolutely.
They-
So clip that.
Clip
and just
it, bitch.
know that it's going to be handled.
Johnson shared that screenshot of her saying that like she fell into my trap. Bitch, I didn't even know Johnson was going live last night or tonight. I just pop up and talk with my friend. Like, you're what trap?
It's just
Lord.
crazy. I don't even get it.
Insane.
I mean, Johnson didn't even do anything wrong. She just didn't want to wear a bra. Like, who cares?
That's all.
And I mean, I get that, you
Jeez.
know, it's like, oh, bitch, why aren't you even like fixing yourself up to get online?
Nah,
You
fuck
know,
all
I
that.
used to when, I had to go into the office. I mean, I'd look presentable every day. I'd have my makeup, my bra, clearly, of course. But I don't now. Like, I work from home all day. I'm with the 8 dogs. Like, ain't nobody got time for that.
No,
So if
who
I
the
come
hell wants
online,
to
you're
do
seeing
that?
it how you're seeing it. And if you can't deal with it, then don't come in. Don't fucking come in. What do you
Take
want
us
me to
how
do?
we are, Tiffany.
Love me and
Chasing.
my boobs. What?
Chasing, I was suggesting sport bra.
Yeah, but it squishes them. I
I'm
can't.
joking.
It's awful.
It's okay.
I
It's
should
okay.
wear one though, Frenchie.
Because it's
but I
better for the
can't.
posture. Just
It
telling
is.
you.
My posture is horrible.
Mine as well.
Yeah, I need to get these titties under control, but I haven't.
And I wanted to celeb the lady that is creating, I don't know what's creating right now in the backstore, in the behind the scene. Do you see my avatar?
I do.
Huh? What is it?
Looks like a lady
At a dessert place?
Well, it's a Dunkin' Donut, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What the hell? It is a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
guy.
I was 18 years old on that. I
Oh
started to work
wow.
there at 14. I wrote you a little comment there, Jones. You read it, I suppose. And I put my my beautiful Dunkin' Donut uniform and to please the gallery. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
That's too much. Too much.
That's good. That's good.
I love
Anyways,
it.
everybody's doing okay.
Yeah,
my
you doing
goodness.
okay?
Great. Nobody had to take a plane today.
No.
Good thing, eh?
No.
Good
No.
thing
Well,
because it wasn't a good day to jump on a plane today, my friend.
no, it was
No, their
not.
systems are messed up.
Completely messed up. And I was just wondering like that because here we're starting the huge vacation of the it's kind of the guys that work on the construction business there. Every 2 last week of July it's their vacation, and so it's terrible for them because they're starting and in that situation. It's bad. Anyway, I wanted to come here. I don't want to cause trouble. I just wanted to answer someone that I don't think you can read my what I put under my avatar here. It says Frenchie is a
It's a creepy stalker.
Yeah. First Angel, what's wrong with you? I mean, I was always respectful towards you. Never would I ever talk to you this way. A creepy stalker.
Who said that? Angel?
First Angel.
Oh, one slide?
One ST Angel there.
Oh.
Okay. Just because I said something in regard, not in a bad way, in a constructive way, and in a way, a perspective that I had. Because now I'm going to address Laura, and you can scream at me, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to say it. Because I believe it was 4 or 5 calls you had. 4? 5? CPS calls?
I think she's asking Laura the question. Was it 4 or 5 CPS calls prior?
Was it 4 or 5?
It was 5.
Okay.
3 of them we found out who it was.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the last 3 I knew who it was.
Okay. So it was the 4th.
What?
The CPS call that occurred for Sage and this lamentable history that it was horrified, and I disagree with it 100%, but it was the number 4.
No, this was number 2. The one that she played, that was the second one.
Okay. My perspective, okay, like I was saying, is not that I agree that you received that, and I was standing for you all those times. Yesterday, I was in Wispy. I was not in her chat, but I wrote a comment because I catch a little bit of her. Forgetting there, forgetting. I don't know. Wispy. You know who she is, right, Laura?
Who?
Forgotten Whisper.
Forgotten
Whispers.
Well, I don't. I saw a little bit, and I took up for you in the comment section. Last week, I took up for you when she was critiquing. Well, it says I cannot say that word in
Yeah, you
critiquing.
did good. Critiquing.
We can say that.
Yeah, critiquing.
Okay, critiquing. She was critiquing you in a chat. I don't remember, and I was saying, "Why are you speaking about that?" Blah blah blah, and always. Now I want to say something that I think was important to me, and the way I would have deal with it. Okay, we all deal with stuff differently in life. Your way, Deeds, Jones, mine are completely different ways that we can use to into a situation that we're stuck in. You know, right? Nothing bad, nothing. I'm not better. I'm not less. I'm just a nobody. Finally, I'm a nobody. But you know what I mean? And I get called a creepy stalker by First Angel. Oh, sweet bitch.
I didn't call you a creepy stalker. What does that have to do with me?
Not you. She
Because
said
she
one
was
flying
talking.
angels.
Because I was saying something in the chat, okay, about the CPS. I was saying that it was not okay. That maybe a moment of reflection could have been taken after that. Okay. For a couple of weeks, to restructure the thing, to protect the children. You know what I mean? That's it. And she calls me a creepy stalker.
Oh, Forgotten Whispers did.
No. You're mad.
Angel's trying to
Oui.
First Angel is trying to defend you in the
Oui.
chat because Frenchie made a
Well,
comment.
I was not saying nothing bad.
Sly Angel. When you said
It's Sly, okay,
I was
first,
like, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's one sly angel.
Oh, okay. I always think it's first.
I always say firstly too.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
got
sorry.
confused.
I'm sorry. I never talked to Sly Angel like that. Never. Always respectful. Always nice. Always, and because now I share an opinion that for me was my perspective. Nothing wrong. I did not say and I'm a creepy stalker. Well, fuck you.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, and I'm gonna say, miss me with that shit.
Okay,
No.
let me explain why she says that though. Because someone, and you wouldn't know this, you're not in Patreon, you're not
I'm never gonna be in any other way than in YouTube.
Let me speak.
Go ahead.
So you're not gonna know this, but none of us talk about Desperate Whispers. So
it has nothing to do about this.
You don't need to stick up for me anywhere or stick up for me with her. She's a dead issue to us. Like none of us talk about her.
I speak for everything I believe it's wrong, Laura. If it's you, if it's not you, it could be Jones. If it's not Jones, it could be Dietz. If it's not Dietz, it could be Grandma Cherie. If it's not Grandma Cherie, it could be Chasing. I don't select. When I see something wrong, I write.
Amber E says the thing is, and I think she's talking to you, Frenchie. The thing is, we do read comments, and sometimes it's hard to bite our tongue.
That she caused. She accused Laura of causing. No, where did I say that? Show me the fucking screenshot. Show me that. I never said that. You're a big disappointment. I like you.
Yeah, see, she was trying to say that, she saw something on Wispies and she was taking up for Laura. She's not a strict Laura hater. She's, if there's something wrong.
I'm not a Laura hater. I know the first panel I went on 6 years ago when I entered this little sector was on Laura. Sometimes Laura gets bon, and I get on her. She was tough on me several times. Okay. So I can be tough once in a while as well. It's my right.
She can be tough. She speaks her mind.
I can. No, today's not a good day. I was very sick with strawberry all last week, and I have when your eye is infection there when I have eye infection. So, but I don't take that. I mean, I'm not a creepy stalker. When it's
She's
right, it's right. When it's wrong, it's wrong. And
Yes, but she sees you because I've seen them, so you can't even deny it. But
what
I
can I deny?
have seen you leave comments on a lot of people's
Yes.
stuff about me.
Yes.
I
don't deny that.
And
I
then,
don't deny.
And then, like I think what she's saying, and I could be wrong, but I think what she's saying is that, every single hater that has a comment about me, you then leave a comment. Every hater that's talking about me, or
are you crazy?
You leave
No.
a comment. That's what I think. That's what she's saying.
Listen, I don't need a hater because I don't hate anybody. I dislike with a passion, and I like with a passion. I don't love and I don't hate. And I don't need someone to push me. Sometimes I'm the first one that write the comments in the comment section. I'm the only one. It takes hours for others. I mean, I don't need a push on. Okay, go right, Natalie. No. Like, I'm gonna tell you. I know you said you don't care about Wispy, and I don't hate Wispy, but I think she's auto-focusing too much. And yesterday on her stream, she was playing Serendipity. I fucking cried. Do you know who Serendipity is?
I don't.
She passed away.
Serendipity?
Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah. And she was
I'm
she was
sorry.
writing. She was playing a clip of Sarah that was not
Who
saying
played
nice
Sarah?
things. Sorry.
Who played her? Who played Sarah?
Forgotten.
Oh,
her name?
Forgotten Whispers
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did she know?
They played a clip.
Playing Sarah.
Huh?
Oh.
It was a clip that Sarah was complaining about you.
Okay, why doesn't she play all the clips when Sarah was my Patreon and a very
Exactly, like in the comment I wrote, I said, this is so disrespectful. This girl passed away, and I say I like and I dislike. No, I loved Sarah. I loved her.
Maybe
Okay?
she doesn't know Frenchie. Did she know Sarah had passed away?
Oh,
Or?
she said, I don't. I think people were telling her something there because it was after her live. I wrote in the comment section, Chasing. And I said, it's disrespectful. Can she rest in peace? And I said, before Sarah passed away, Laura and Sarah made amends before.
Yeah, but we were good friends prior to that.
No, but there was a point when you were not good friends,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
No,
So she played that part when Sarah was mad at you and she was, and me, I wrote, this was a long time ago, before Sarah passed, everything was okay, they made amends, stop that shit. That's it.
Sarah's been gone 2 years.
Basically,
yeah, about 3 years.
Frenchie was standing up for you. She speaks on what she thinks is right or wrong, no matter where she is.
No matter where she.
Then when I was playing your CPS thing, Frenchie was saying that she thought you should have took some time after that happened.
Yeah, to reflect, to see what was going on. Because I remember, Laura, I was there. You were very, very mad and aggressive, and everybody's gonna pay for that, and and I understand your feeling.
But she's saying that's what she was saying, and one sly called her
a creepy stalker. Yeah. And the other night, I don't remember in which stream it was. And again, the Forgiven was speaking bad about Laura, about okay. And I told her, can you just okay? It's over. It's done. I cannot anymore. Move on. And then she wrote, speak on whatever I want. She's and so I was going to speak French. Sorry, and I told
Please
her.
do.
I really don't know why
I
she's
am
still
getting
talking.
so
And I
lost
told
in
her,
your
I
voice.
said,
I love it.
okay,
I don't know why she even talks about me. I made a
and
promise
and
to
I told
Nona,
her,
and I never broke it.
I told her in the chat, I said, speak whatever you want. If I hear you speak about her sea journey, it's gonna be a bad day. Okay.
God forbid I say one thing about her and she freaks out, then she's a victim.
But she spoke about my MS. I said, well, you spoke about her sea. You know. But yesterday I cried when I heard because I never go back to hear Sarah lives. You know, she still has her channel because it's I really love
Painful.
Sarah.
Painful.
Yeah, and she needed so much help, and I felt helpless. And I'm sorry, I'm
So you were
emotional.
just really hurt hearing your friend.
Well,
And
I
you
was hurt
didn't-
that she
yeah.
would use somebody that is dead,
I see.
and that she doesn't know nothing about. Like it's so sad. And I told her, I said in her comment, I said they made amends. Everything was okay. They were friends. Everything was okay. Why do you do that? That's it. So I don't think I'm a creepy stalker. Okay, I think I'm an honest person. I think I'm fair with everyone. I you today. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. And tomorrow maybe I'll find you ugly. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
She might. I mean, Richie's done that to me.
I'm
She'll
joking.
call it like she calls it like she sees it.
Wait,
Frenchie, let me just say this.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand, you're in chats that I'm in, or I'll jump on a panel, and the amount of unwarranted hate. Imagine how my mods feel. So when my
I was
mods,
not telling you wait.
Hold on. I didn't say you were. I'm
Yeah.
saying in general. So when my mods see things, even though they know it's not true or there's a story taken out of context, when you see it over and over and they know the real me and they know the real story because they've been with me that long, it hurts them. And that's when they attack.
Yeah, but first, Sly.
But I'll try to point out, Sly has been gone for a few days. You want to know why? Because she got mad at me that I was fighting with Jonesin. She's like, I need a break.
Yeah.
Gang.
Well,
wow.
I'm sorry, but she doesn't have to take it on me, okay?
No, she didn't take it out on you. My point is, she's very opinionated, and that's why I love her. But she's very opinionated. She stands strong on her feelings. And, she gets a lot of hate, or not that she gets a lot of hate, me, but she sees a lot of things, and she's out there and looking at a lot of things. And she's like sticking up for me.
Of course, I don't have nothing against that. But
You have to have a certain personality. You have to be able to handle a lot of shit.
Let's say I would have said, "Oh, you stupid Laura, you're not a good mother. No, do your candle. Fuck you." Okay.
But they know that's not true. So
wait,
but she's saying that the hate, the comment about being a stalker was unwarranted.
It was not
she
warranted.
didn't say anything that deserved that sort of comment.
And
is what she's saying.
Sly Angel, when I go in your chat, she always nice. We say hello, nanana, bonjour. She responds sometimes bonjour en français, in French, and she saw me in other chats. She saw me in other chat taking up for you as well. I mean,
the fact that even that, here we don't even fuck with her or nothing, and here comes Desperate Whispers constantly talking about me, that takes a toll on my mods. So when my mods see
I was not speaking.
in the chat,
I was not speaking in the chat about forget. I gave that example when I jumped on the panel just now, Laura.
I understand. I'm just saying though, that they see, my mods see everything, but my mods also.
But it's okay that they see everything. So they can go on Forgetting with Peter and go see the comment I wrote there. Okay. first slide.
And I don't think it's just about that comment. I think it's numerous comments combined.
Well, when I hear stuff that I think you sometimes, Laura, I mean, I kind of know a little bit about your personality as well. Okay. Maybe even though you think I'm not in the Patreon, I'm not in no Discord. We don't talk every night on the phone. I don't do that with anybody. Anybody. Okay.
So, can I have my friendship bracelet back, Frenchie?
I did not have a friendship bracelet.
I'm kidding.
Well, where did you send it, girl?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I agree,
You know-
Jason. It is two separate issues. She's saying, I agree with Jason. Be able to separate them. See how
Sometimes I want you to succeed, Laura, and I see you do things that it's completely anyways, I don't want. It's never to hate you. It's always to show a perspective. That's it. I never said you're a bitch, you're ugly, you're fat, you're a bad mother. Never.
I think Frenchie is saying basically she felt like that was unwarranted.
It was unwarranted.
One slice sticks by her opinion. But she wants your mods, Laura, to pay attention to the good things she says too.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you come for me for something like that, when this week I took up like 3 or 4 on my shoulder there about you, you know? So you don't see that because I don't go in your section and say, hey, Laura, I wrote this and this one. Hey, Laura. No, I don't have, you know, I do it as a kind of my art. That's it. I do it because I think it's unfair.
I know that.
But if I wrote something that you don't like because you think that you have you're always right. So no, you're not always right. That's it.
I know I'm not always right.
Like I'm not always right, and I make mistakes, and sometimes. How do you say that? Like yesterday, I cried because of the Sarah because I did not hear her voice for 3 years, and I said, "What the fuck was that?" And oh my God, I was like, I was bawling.
It triggered you.
Yeah,
And what Amber just said is what I'm trying to say. If you go back one, Deets, that's exactly what I've been trying to say. That my mods have to deal with all this unwarranted hate and attacks whenever they go into a live, and it's not fair. You don't like me, don't like me. You don't have to attack my mods. You don't have to talk about me. I don't mean you. I'm saying what their breaking point is.
Okay.
You know, bring me up for no reason. Like, and Deets, you know that. Jones knows that too. Like the topic could be not even about me, but then you have all my haters come in.
Okay, but Jones made let's call a spade, okay? Jones made a video last week, Jones, this week.
I did.
Responding to Laura.
Oh yeah, I went live. I think it was last week.
Okay, and you're okay today?
Yeah. We fight.
What's the big deal? What's the big deal? Because I see something, a perspective. I'm not firing up alive and rah, 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 you know.
But that's what we do as creators, not as subs, but as creators.
I am a creator. I haven't uploaded for a year, but I am a creator.
But this
what
is
Frenchie is Laura, real quick. What Frenchie's trying to say though is she's not attacking you. She just has opinions. Sometimes they're good towards you. Sometimes they're negative towards you. And she plays it both sides. So maybe this is just kind of like information going forward for you and your mods that like she's not out there attacking on the street. She's just got her opinions.
I'm always fair play. If I see something that is wrong said about you, Laura, I will defend it.
Okay.
If I see something wrong about Deets, I do that. Even I do it with Queen Bee. I have no fight with Queen Bee. Sometimes I say, Queen Bee, why did they speak to Queen Bee? Do you think that I go and I speak, oh, beat him, I love you, I want to have you? No. I write Baby Tim. Who are you? Baby B, like Baby Gap. You know, you have to have the same standard here, you know?
But one thing I
So,
will tell you, and I said this, my
don't
own
know what's
panels, I've
happening.
said this, but I'm going to say it here as well. And I know everyone on the panel will agree with me. If you see two creators fighting and they were friends last week, or, you know, don't ever hate someone or dislike someone because your favorite creator dislikes them, because in a couple of days they could be friends again.
But of
Oh,
course,
bro,
Laura,
that's
do
why I
you think
haven't.
I'm Laura? Miss me with that shit.
They're going to be talking in a week.
But
I
see, I agree with that, because that's
I'm not
exactly
a
why I
novice.
haven't
I
weighed in
know.
on Savage and
Do,
Queen.
do you
Like,
remember? Do you remember when you had this lady there that was crying there? What's her name? Several panels she did with you and the girls there.
Oh, sleuthing.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Don't
I
say it too
went
many
in her
times.
chat and I wrote, okay, this happened tonight, last night.
Psycho?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, you know,
I
I
don't
don't
think
like
she's
to call
psycho,
people
but
like
yeah.
that.
Right.
Anyways, but and I said, you know, it happened tonight. It would happen tomorrow morning, maybe. But I promise you, in a month, it's gonna be all over. What? It's all over. Nobody speaks about her anymore. I know how it works. I really know how it works.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do think though, in your defense, Frenchie, a lot of creators do have, like, they'll say, I don't care where subscribers go, I don't care what they say, blah blah blah.
Oh,
That's
but
a
they
lie.
do.
Yeah.
And I think the easiest way to avoid that is just don't look. Like, if I am watching content from a creator that I don't care for,
Yeah.
I learned this from Nunya. I don't turn the chat on. Like, it's
Exactly.
the easiest way to just not even
Yes.
let that get to you, because I can see where it gets to a lot of creators, and ignorance is bliss. Like, ignorance is
Exactly.
bliss on that front.
Exactly. And you know, in another sector, but not too far from this sector, there's a lady, Chocolina 777. Do you know who Chocolina is?
Nicolina?
Chocolina.
Yeah,
Bon.
yeah, there's a Nicolina 777.
Well, that's the same. That's the same. She has two channels.
Oh,
Chocolina and Nicolina. And allegedly, strongly, and quite verified, she called CPS on a couple as of lately.
Did
and the girl that CPS was called on has 3 children. One is a disabled child. The other one, she exposed to the world her preference sexual. Okay? Do you understand?
No.
I don't know anything about
She
sexual.
told her sexual
The world.
preference to people?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Because in the confidence, because they used to be besties, okay? They used to be very, very, very good friends. Like, I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to do a Lauraism. A Lauraism. I'm going to take Crystal Langford and Laura, and they don't speak anymore, but they used to be very, very good friends. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm mad at Laura is mad at Crystal. I'm gonna out her. So she exposed her daughter preference, sexual preference. 14. I think she's 14. Yeah, it's all there. I'm not okay. The other daughter has a disability, and the other one is younger. Okay, and they used to be best friends. And that girl in particular, she's married with a guy that hangs out with the tyrant bird and the settlement. I don't know if you know them.
No
It's
clue
another,
what you're talking about, but we're
well,
here and we're
it's
listening.
another corner, but it's not far from us. You know, they mess with Ernie Shell there. You know,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
It's another. It's interesting. You know, it's
Yeah.
you know, it's interesting. And but apparently, yeah. And you know, is it okay?
Is it okay? Well, I
Yeah.
don't know the full details of it.
Well,
On the face
is
of
it
what you've
okay
said,
that if she's
on On the face of what you just explained, I
Yeah.
would say no, that's not okay to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, what's the backstory? Like,
the backstory, Laura, is simple. That girl, she was a good friend. Like Crystal is a good friend to you, but Crystal is fed up about you. She leaves. Okay? And Crystal starts a channel, and you do everything in your power to destroy her. That's it. Because you're offended.
Yeah, but there may be a backstory that we don't know. Like, we don't know if the girl ever called CPS on her. Like,
No.
there could be a backstory that we would.
The girl, okay, I'm gonna tell you, the girl is very low profile. She's not you know how Chicolina is, you know? She's a strong woman. She wants to have the last word, okay? She wants to be heard. She wants to be she wants to be very big, and that's what happened. The other girl, she's very low profile. She's not the girl that is gonna attack first. But it was very hard for them as well, you know. But now she says, "Be our guest," you know, Isaac.
Yeah.
Bon, okay, be our guest. Involved himself because he was asked by both parties to review that, okay? And you know, he had I think he had 30 calls of CPS altogether, right?
Yeah.
Many.
He had the same type of call as I did.
Yeah, but you know what? His daughter was 2 years old, the worst one, and he had to. The police took her to the hospital and did the case.
Yeah. The only reason they didn't do that with Sage was because it was COVID.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Imagine 2 years old. Oh my God. Anyway, she was traumatized couldn't sleep alone, stuff like terrible. And so you know, he has deal with that, and he's a professional in in that because he was so many times destroyed by several women, and I don't know what grandpa, angry grandpa, that was his original community, and now who's laughing at me?
I'm not laughing because I'm so lost, but
I know. I'm
laughing.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I just don't know who you're talking about. That's why
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Oh, is that?
I'm following what you're saying. I just don't know who you're talking
Andrew
about.
Grandpa is a gentleman that passed away several years ago. And Isaac was I don't know if he was his grandson. I don't know. There was a relationship, but I don't know what. And personally, I like Isaac. I think he gives a damn good show, you know. But
Well,
now
good.
the show is like the way the children are used in that community is terrible. Terrible.
If they're weaponizing their children, then yeah,
Yes,
that's not
yes,
good.
yes. So you know, it's
It's rough.
and you know, people say, "Oh, I did not do that. I did not do that." But come to find out, yes, there's proof you did it. You didn't do that, okay? But you said to the world what was her daughter's sexual preference.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's
not
disgusting.
Okay. All right. So I've got to go cook dinner. You guys, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I spoke too much.
No, you're good. You're good. I
Normally,
appreciate you
don't
coming
speak
up
that
here.
much, but I guess that it touched a
You're
nerve.
good. You're good, Frenchie.
I could just listen to Frenchie all day.
Oh no.
It's
And
8:30 my time. I gotta
oh
cook
my
some
God.
dinner.
I thank you so much, and I'm sorry if I came out a little bit different, but you know, I have
You're
my character
fine.
as well, and it's fucking 105 degree here, and you
I
know,
heard
everything is against me now.
It's a heat wave. It's a heat wave over there.
Terrible.
Yeah.
But I
That's not good.
appreciate you letting me up, and I hope that Sly Angel is reconsidering never calling me that again.
Frenchie,
Please.
before you go, how old did you say you were in your profile picture?
This one, 19.
Oh my goodness, you're
I turned
adorable.
60 last week. I turned 60 last week.
You are adorable.
Frenchie, my fellow warrior, it's all good. Okay?
It's what?
I said it's all
good.
Okay.
All
I
right.
You have to know something,
I
Laura. I never
apologize
hated
for
you.
my-
Never hated you. Okay? I don't hate you. Just put that in your mind. Okay?
I don't hate you either. I don't hate you either.
Okay. C'est beau.
All right, my fellow warrior.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank y'all.
Alors, thank you, Joneses. And enjoy your supper. And
Thank you.
thank you, Deet. It was fun. And thank
Yes,
you, Laura.
always.
And
you're welcome.
Until next time. Stay
Until
gorgeous.
next time, Frenchie.
Stay
Bye.
gorgeous. Bye-bye.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
I was gonna jump down before she came up, and I'm like, oh, French is coming up. She's gonna want to talk to me. I know it.
I love Frenchie.
Before
I
I
don't know what
send
the
you
fuck she's
bracelet,
talking about half the time, but I love her.
before I send you the bracelet, I found
Mhm.
out in this stream that it was 2 mods that disappeared for a few days because I fought with you. So now I have to send you an extra special bracelet.
Ooh, say it ain't so.
Those rumors are gonna be abound on these streets.
I'm telling you.
Have mercy.
Telling you.
No, I really do appreciate you coming up though.
Nah, and I appreciate you having me. But most importantly, I really appreciate that you understand now where that was coming from
Absolutely.
and why I snapped. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Good. All right, I'm gonna get out. But have a good night, guys. Have a good dinner.
You too. Thank you.
See you later. Bye.
Are you gonna go live, Deetsy? Chasing ass. It's
I don't
Jason's
know.
fault.
I had thought about it, but I didn't even know all this shit went down. I haven't been live in so long. It's kind of like when you're not going live, then you're like, oh, I might, maybe I will.
Oh, so
We
Deets
can,
might
it's
go
Friday night.
live.
It's Friday night. We can chit chat. Okay, you good now?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay.
Bitch. I said, Deets, check Discord. I said, don't you leave me, bitch. Oh, I don't do open panels.
This is totally not Jones's thing. She's not
No.
really an open panel show, so I
No.
love it.
But
All
I'm good.
right, all
I'll talk
right.
to you
You
in
play
Discord.
your video. All right, bye, love.
All right, now. We have several birthdays. We got Aries. We've got Miss Leah. And we've got Lindsay Lee. So we're going to play this birthday song back to back to back because guess what? We all fucking Happy birthday, Lindsay Lee. Ooh, Aries. I need a woman one. I'm sorry if you don't flow this way, but oh, happy birthday to all you sweetums. I do need to make a woman one though. I'm gonna do that tonight. I know I keep saying that and I keep forgetting. Yes, we love Miss Leah and Lindsay Lee and Aries. So, and we appreciate you girls and Aries. I think Aries is a man. I don't know for sure, but I think so. Also, I want to thank, because the tensions were so high when I first struck this stream up because of what Tiffany Marie did over on Queens. I didn't mention a lot of the super chats and memberships coming in, so I'm gonna take the time to do that now. Okie sent $5. Love your hair buns. Thank you very much. Fragile like a bomb said, love the hair. Thank you very much. No, man. I know I read some of these, but we're just going to go down the list. Thank you for doing this live, Jones, and TM has always been an evil demon. Seek out her past on YouTube. Bitch is nuts. Thank you so much, No Madness. Star said, TM, you've lost the plot. Get help. And I agree. Get help, girl. No Madness joined the membership. Cash renewed his membership. AMAC gifted 5 memberships. So I hope whoever received those memberships, they thank AMAC. Truth Seeker sent me a super sticker. I love the super stickers. Thank you so much. Let's see, what else we got? We got James Blonde 007. Thank you so much. You always make me feel better. Oh, I hope so. I'm glad if I do. True Texan sent a $2 super chat that says, Joneson, FB Tim and all the BS that comes from him. So True Texan still does not fuck with B Tim right now. We got Unsupervised Maniacs coming in at $5. It's my B day. Not really, just want the video. Well, since it's your And then we've got Steph B coming in hot with $10. It is Miss Leah's birthday. Yes, we did that. Okay, Southern Gal sent a $1.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love and support today, guys. We got a visitor before we shut down. We got a visitor. We got Wispy in the back. Hello, love.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sorry to interrupt your ending here,
You're good.
but I just wanted to come up and clarify about the video about serendipity.
Okay.
I was playing another creator's video, that it's a newer video. I think it was Clipper, either Clipper or Kool-Aid, but I'm thinking Clipper. And I was playing that video, as it was about Laura, so I was playing it, of course. I did not know that Serendipity was in that video. I did not know that she had passed. I'd only heard it that day. So I would never, ever, ever have done that if I knew. And yes, people had mentioned to me in the chat that she had passed. And I said that's horrible. I'm sorry about that. So I would never have done that knowing that she had passed. And I just wanted to come up and just hop up here and just let everybody know that that's not the way that it happened, the way that Frenchie had explained it. I heard her say something about, she had said something about it and she got a fuck you, not from me. I would never do that. I would never do that. If she came in and said, hey, Sarah has passed away, blah, blah, maybe you shouldn't play, I would never say that. But I did not see any comment by Frenchie. I did not see her in the chat, I don't believe. I do not remember seeing her in that chat anyways. So anyways, I just wanted to come up and just clarify that there was no malicious intent towards Sarah or anything. I didn't even know her. I'm not sure when she had passed, but I think maybe it was maybe before my time. I did not know that. No, not at all. Not at all. I only heard it just that day. So yeah, I did not know that at all. So I just wanted to clarify that because I don't want people to think that I would do something like that, because I hope everybody would know that I would not. And I'm not sure I've ever really told anybody "fuck you" in my chat for myself, anyways.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
once or
thought she
twice,
was
but
saying that's what she said. I don't know. I was confused
oh,
a
okay.
little
Yeah,
bit.
it could be. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I was trying to listen. I hope you leave this up so I can go back and listen.
Yes, I
But
will.
okay. But yeah, I was a little bit. It was a little bit hard to understand her at certain points. But I did hear her say that, like, that she thought it was rude that I was playing that video, and there was no malicious intent towards Serendipity at all. And like I said, I didn't even know that she had passed. And if I
Okay,
did,
good.
I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have played the video. So,
And I'm
but yeah,
sure anybody listening to you right now that was triggered by hearing her voice or was upset, hear
yeah,
you say that you were playing a video that you didn't even know Sarah was in, and then you didn't know that Sarah was not with us any longer. I'm sure
absolutely.
that'll make a difference to them.
Yes, absolutely. And I do put out my apologies to anybody because I'm learning now that she was popular around here. She was well known around here. So I'm almost shaking right now because I just feel so horrible that that happened on my panel. But honestly, there was no, I did not know. So
Yeah, all you
yeah,
can do is
yeah,
speak out, Wispy. Don't feel horrible.
yeah,
Just speak out
absolutely,
and
yeah,
tell your truth, you know?
yeah, absolutely. And I have no problem, um, you know, responding to being called out for something. Absolutely not. Absolutely, I appreciate it actually being brought to my attention, for sure. So from now on, I will know that to keep her videos
Yeah.
off the Karama section part. So
Yeah. I appreciate you jumping up here, though.
yeah. Well, I appreciate you letting me come up. I know that you're just ending here,
Absolutely.
so I will let you go, and then and we'll talk soon.
Yes, we will. I need to
All
email
right.
you. I keep forgetting. I keep
Yes,
forgetting.
you do. Yes,
I
you
do.
do.
I
Yes,
do.
I have a
I'm
couple of
sorry.
things to go over with you. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. That's okay. I'm horrible at emails too, so no worries. We'll get together.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you everybody for listening, and thank you, Johnson, for letting me up. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. You're more
All
than
right.
welcome.
Have a great afternoon.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so that was Wispy saying, listen, guys, I understand if y'all were triggered or hurt by what I played, but I didn't know that person was in there, and I didn't know that she wasn't with us any longer. So you can take it or leave it. It's up to you. I believe Wispy. That's me. That doesn't mean you have to, but the fact that she clicked the link to jump up here and explain herself, that takes courage. So I hope everybody sees it that way. And yes, we do need another birthday song to restore the vibe before we. We don't give a fuck. That's your birthday. Also, let's play some Nancy Grace.
I'm trying to get rich before I leave up out this bitch. I'm trying to have things, but it's hard though.
I did see a few Nancy Grace mentions in the chat earlier, but because there was just so much going on, I didn't want to interrupt people to play them. So I hope that makes up for it. I also seen some Diop.
You gonna take that dick? You gonna take that dick, huh? I'm gonna pop off a piece of my dick.
Now, this was not all I had in store for the live today. So I may go cook dinner and eat and chill with my kid for a little bit until he chills down and settles in. And then I might go do a late live tonight. It depends. It depends on if Deets goes live. But just keep an eye out because I was going to go over Miss Cluminati, who says we all want to be her, but she can't shut the fuck up and leave us alone. So I was going to go over that today too, as well as what Laura played about CPS and her children, but we only got to one of those because the Tiffany Marie debacle happened on Queen Bee's panel today. So I may come live tonight. If not tonight, I'll be back tomorrow. We will go over it tomorrow. I appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you hit that thumbs up or the thumbs down on your way out. And replay gang, let me know your thoughts. You know how this goes. Thank y'all for being here, and I will catch you later.
Deep down, we are all the same. We all want to be happy. We cry when we're hurt. We're angry when we've been mistreated. And to be liked, accepted, and respected, not to mention loved, is the greatest gift of all. Yes, we're all alike. On that note, take care of yourself and each other. We are swimmers.